and it's just
And
left
then
it there.
right afterwards, you restarted it. I think it was the same stream as well. And then there's just you like, shut up, you just could shut up. And then like 2 minutes in, you realize that nobody could hear us.
What a silly
So
Kyle.
then you're
What a
like, Bubbles,
disgusting
delete
bastard.
this one too. And so this one was called Delete This One Too. And then
I forgot about
right
that.
afterwards,
Now, first and foremost, we have something very, very important that Kyle needs to bring up on stream.
Squeeze the little puggaruggles.
And for the rest of you as well, in the text channel General Dan Todd Slate's contribution.
Posting it.
I like
Leonard's
how
busy today.
shaking Puggles has become a thing.
Poor Puggles. Why must he suffer so?
We should have called him 8-Ball, because then you shake him and then he gives you answer.
I do not understand why poor Puggles must suffer like this. I really do not.
Well, let's see. We'll start with he was made by Clan Molder. That's a
He
good
also
start.
didn't answer the question when asked.
Miracle he's
Still,
alive.
Seems a bit cruel.
It's only a matter
Puggles
of time.
has the power to stop this by just answering when he's asked.
It's only a matter of time till Puggles ends up in Dev's belly. Ticking time
Maybe.
bomb.
Yep.
Off in the corner of your eyes, you can.
Dev should have
see
been an
sausage
ogre.
painting
Alas, it wasn't
Puggles
that type
with
of
more
campaign.
Nightshade venom. It was basically, yes, marinade. It is the only way they will not eat you. Does that work? Kyle, did that work?
What work?
Holy shit, it did work, Kyle. Isn't that amazing, Kyle?
Or
Don't
just
you
like,
understand what has just happened?
I hope he figures it out, the thing I said. If he doesn't, I'll probably kill myself. That's what Archer's gonna do.
Or kill you, one of the two.
So if I intentionally don't figure it out, he's dead, Chet. What are you gonna do to make me figure it out? Oh, shit.
I need to set up a couple more NPCs to murder the party. It's very important. Oh, Jesus.
All of a
does that-
sudden, there's an unholy alliance between the Beastman tribe we talked to and the town militia.
And also, the fucking Chaos Dwarves have arrived, because fuck you.
That's true. I do need to find some way for them to arrive. at some
Zafur is
point.
like, I have crossed time and space to hunt you down.
Can you wait till we make a tower first? We need to build one.
You'll
Yes,
have
I'll
another
wait for the
dueling
tower so
tower.
that we can remake the two towers.
We'll get
Yeah.
the slaves.
Zafur
on
just
it.
magically teleports his tower there.
Lord of the Rings music, cue. Now!
Oh, that could work. Save us building one.
Then a Skaven plane crashes into both of them mysteriously.
Then Skaven Bush is like, we need to go to war with random country on the map. Throw his dart.
Goblin pirate with spear. There we are.
I can think of a speech now. And I am Rat W.
Rat W. Check out my boots. Weak. What a little cringe muffin.
Dodges a few shoes being thrown at him.
Matrix style. It's around that time point, so it's appropriate.
Yeah.
So, last week we could not play because of disco, so it is
I
good
did
that
give
we
you plenty
have...
noise, and then poor
did.
Dev didn't look until the very
Not
day
just a notice, he
of.
also gave a reminder the day of.
Yeah, she gave
And
like
yet
several.
still,
Dev waddles
couldn't
in 5
figure it
minutes
out.
before, and it's like, oh, I
Dev's
was
like-
actually early this week.
It's like, I don't believe it, Dev. I don't believe it till I see it.
Well, I was there. I was there and I was early, so
Yeah, proof?
you saw. Yes.
Screen caps, evidence.
Unfortunately, Dev, looking at that time, it's just the date that it happened, not the time that it
Yeah,
happened.
I don't.
It says 2:51 if you hover over it.
He's gonna like send a
No.
screen cap, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm not showing that to chat, Dev. I'm sorry. Dev's like,
I'm sorry,
"No."
that's private DMs. That's against
We're not
Discord
gonna leak
TLS.
DMs, chat. We don't do that here. It's like, no, my only crew.
Morally superior individuals.
Our high horse is so high, Dev can't even reach us with a 10-foot pole.
All right, I'm now making the Kibs video on my channel.
All of a sudden, a southern rat with a mustache just goes up and hands Dev a 12-foot pole.
Don't worry, though. Dev's been talking about making videos on certain internet personalities for as long as I've known him. It's never happened. So it's okay.
Yeah, he'll just never get around to it.
What's
He's like,
this, a
I'm
content
gonna
cop?
make that video.
He's like gonna dig
Okay,
through all
Dev.
my streams and be like, God, he just doesn't shut the fuck up, does he?
Yeah, probably. He'd get like
He
through
does
the
stop
first
talking.
week's worth, and he'd be
Alright.
like,
What is he
Nah.
even talking about? He's just talking about potatoes because he's trying to figure out what topic to talk about next. Now he's divulged into mashed potatoes.
Like, it's really goddamn weird.
the video's just
I
gonna
would
be
recommend, by the way, you start with his Dawn of War 3 Let's Play. That was great. That was
Ah.
good content right there.
That's some salt.
See, Dev's just gonna spend like a week watching it, and then it's gonna be a 2-second video of I have determined Gibbs is retarded.
I do, but I can't make fun of a retarded person because he's disabled.
Don't worry, I can. You're disabled.
My fifis.
They are fine.
They sting.
Now, for the recap, that is so important. The recap here, yes. So, you committed a dumb and revealed that there are ratmen in the sewers, and then you went out into the forest to find a beastman to get, and you got one through roundabout means, which you placed in the sewers. Since that, you snuck into the city after spending 6 months learning Kislevet in the forest.
Look, they didn't like. This area's school systems are dog shit. They don't teach Queekish, okay? It's not our fault.
That's true. They do not teach Quickish here. And you overheard conversations suggesting that they seem to have bought into it. The city seems to have calmed down. There's only the crazy Vasily talking about rats in the sewers. And you also had a little bit of an investigation into some of the prominent individuals in the city as well, where you figured out that the boss men of the city, and you also identified Pyotr, the wereaboo, and Ludmilla, the not vampire.
Look at that face. Totally vampire.
Don't worry about it. Can I pull up these characters? Do they have pictures? or-
It's images. Images, the people.
Totally not vampire lady. Arch, you're
The
so
first thing we
sad that
show-
we called that. You should have told the artist to make it a little less obvious.
We show up and the first thing she says is like, I want to suck your blood.
No, she's
They're like,
like,
vampire! No, she's like, no, vampire! No.
if she's not a vampire,
It's
Arch,
just
the
local
campaign's
greeting.
over. Like,
Not serious local greeting.
Oh, so the guy in the far left is probably a vampire too, because look at his eyes. I'm just saying. Arch,
The
like, you
only
can't
human
keep
out-
doing it.
The only human out of all these characters is the fucking HRE Abu.
It's the guy in the far right. Like, dude, they're all vampires, Arch. I'm calling it. He's like, he just kicks me out of the campaign. He's like, yeah.
That's where one of them's like, no, only a half vampire. I'm just a lawyer.
Like, look at their eyes. Like, that guy looks like a vampire. She looks like a vampire. He looks like a vampire. Everyone's a
I have a
vampire.
If we're,
sneaky
if we're
suspicion.
talking about what they look like, the gentleman with the pipe, he looks kind of like
A vampire.
no, like crap, a Draugr, kind of with those white, or no, not white, blue eyes. That's what he kind of looks like.
Droggerpire.
Except yes,
The ketchup is like people with blue eyes are fucking undead monsters.
Looks at Arch.
fans, and yes,
Actually, though.
It's like, oh, no.
This all seems stretched.
Nara was like, I'm from the far north, and I say kill 'em all.
I also have a sneaking suspicion Dantad will be treating all of you very poorly in fan art from now on.
I feel like you're going to be specifically telling him to do that now.
I'm gonna say.
It's like, draw them as stick figures, because fuck them.
Fuck them. Because the dialogue will just be like, terp, terp, I'm retarded.
Retweeted. I mean, it wouldn't be wrong.
No, it wouldn't be wrong. So you have gotten a little bit of information about the area. You've also, of course, got the super huge detailed world map thing, which will tell you where you can go in the nearby area. And well, there's of course additional information. You know, the political state of the world, the trade routes, caravans, political nonsense, which you can look into at your leisure if you so wish. But from here on out, you get to do pretty much whatever you want to do. Your base has been constructed, though. I mean, I say base. They've dug a hole, and the hole has what appears to be sleeping quarters, which is, you know, for everyone else, just piles of straw heaped in a corner.
I mean, by Skaven standards, that's a settlement.
Yeah, and that's basically it. That's what they managed to do in 6 months.
Is there any place, like any kind of underwater cavern we can sail our boat into?
Yes, most of the time was spent creating a camouflaged port, essentially, which is the same waterway you've always been using, but they've taken great care to like haul brushes over it to cover it from the air, to cover the entrance with large vines and trees, etc., that can be dragged open when required.
Okay.
So you have a port and a living quarters.
It's
Well,
starting a bustling undercity.
Are the living quarters in our ship better?
Yes,
Much.
definitively better.
I'll just stay on the ship then.
Would you like to invite the slaves to come aboard and sleep with you?
No.
No. Slaves should be grateful that we let them stay in the tunnels.
Cruel.
We're Skaven, though. That's standard.
As for the little sleepy city, it appears to have gone back to normal. Zavastra is a nice little port city, doing its usual things. You seem to be fairly good at distractions, as they seem convinced now that there are no ratmen in the sewers. Right, what is your next brilliant move then? Last time you were talking about starting a goddamn war between the Empire and Kislev. That's
A start, I know.
certainly
War is such a dramatic word for what we were describing.
Weapon sales, you see.
Uh,
First, we need to
Land
manufacture.
negotiations would be more accurate to what we wanted, right?
Sweet.
land
Yes.
negotiations.
Aid the Weraboo in having his territory become part of the Empire. Yes.
I believe, Hans, you had some plans?
I had
You
an
were
idea
talking
for
about-
how to introduce ourselves to RP chat. Remind me of her name. Ludmilla.
Lewd.
Because last time we checked, she was connected with that little smuggler's den.
And no
So-
clout. Not lewd. You fucking dirty
You know,
whore.
Dantard. We need some pinups. Pronto.
Vampire pinups.
Little bony, but you know, whatever.
Oh dear.
Vampire on the streets, succubus in the sheets. Disgusting.
And vile.
But basically my idea is, so we have like 15 gold worth of trade good, and while that might be like, okay, token introduction, another thing I was thinking of is like, okay, look, we want to become river rats, kind of, to fund our little under rat empire city. If we can basically get a decent amount of loot, we can get some of that and then basically have that as a bit of a bargaining chip for like introducing ourselves to her as just part of like being a part of like the criminal underground. That's kind of my idea for first introduction.
The criminal underground. In sharp contrast to the criminal overground, also known as politics.
Exactly, we're rats. We need to be underground, not overground.
Some standards must be upheld.
Exactly. We're Skaven, not savages. So, do you guys have any qualms with either of those approaches?
Not yet, but soon.
Nope.
Not yet, but soon, he says.
When things go wrong, you'll be under the bus, Hans. It's like, shit.
Yes, you came up with the idea, therefore this is your fault, even though I had nothing to say in
Exactly.
defense or
Hans gets it.
opposition to it.
This is how these RP campaigns go, don't you know? Just like, oh my god.
If it all works out, then it's my idea.
Yeah. All along.
He's becoming a Skaven politician. Actually, that's a lie. He's becoming a politician already.
Becoming a regular. Vote for me 4 more years. Nothing will change.
No, Kyle. Everything will change until I get into office.
The status quo
Peace
will be
and
then
prosperity in my under empire.
upheld. Your
So yeah,
new
I would
underfire.
basically advocate for attacking some lone merchant caravans, either on the river or elsewhere, to get a bit more than just 15 gold's worth of goods to potentially trade with the criminal underboss. At
No,
least of this immediate
Getting
city.
more resources would be a great way diplomatically
Because
to open up the negotiation.
Basically, here's my rationale for doing it. Sure, we can raid stuff and get the immediate wealth of it, but having connections here, that means we might get access to other things not necessarily immediately available to us.
True, and we want a good reputation from the start. I agree. Right, Arch, raid map, give. I have to make
What?
it though. We need raid targets. What are some good raid targets in the area? Or pirates after all. Or
Your mother?
fork it over, Blondie. You gotta do your job now.
Raid maps. What do you think this is? World War II? Submarine warfare?
It could be. With the right
It
upgrades.
could be.
Yes,
Good
U-boat rats. That's what we are now. U-boat rats.
Not yet. We have to upgrade the soon-to-be sub.
Do we get
Yes.
DLC?
DLC.
With rat torpedoes.
Oh, Arch is gonna start charging now. Fuck that. It's like, you want sub?
He would,
$50.
That would be a good way to limit your opinions, Lil, expectations.
I guess if we wanted to do the introductions first, another thing we could do is try to get a meeting and basically say we're new to the area. And then basically ask her if she has targets that she wants, but I doubt she cares.
I imagine the fucking rats just going into a meet like, we're new here. Like, yes, horrific mutant. I can tell.
Yes, hence me saying I think we should get the gold first, because I imagine she likes money.
Right. Well, the trade flowing up and down the river Reich is there's little in the way of steady convoys, really, because it's individual merchants, usually associated with merchant guilds or larger merchant groups as well, usually flying their own flags. Guards vary considerably depending upon the size of the merchant conglomerate, etc. So the river is quite busy. If you stand by the shore and you just wait there for a day, you're probably going to be seeing 20, 30 ships passing at various times, but there's no real plan involved, shall I say. Now, you could figure out the plan of specific merchant vessels or specific merchant guilds by, stealing their plans or hearing about rumors or infiltrating cities, interrogating crews, stuff like that. There are ways and means, but there's nothing like a schedule you can look at that will just tell you, oh, there'll be ships here at these times, these days, etc.
Okay, so we can go out and
We can also just camp out. We can just wait
Yeah, that's what you were
Look.
saying. We can.
wait for someone to show up. Yeah.
we obviously want to make sure that it's far away from any potential help. Kind of isolated.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing that I might suggest is since we know there's a little smuggler thing there, and we know that she's connected to it, if there's any ships that have iconography relating to like her trade partners and maybe not target them.
Okay, how do we know that?
No, we have a sneaky rat. I imagine sneaky rat can get symbols because usually those guild ships and whatnot have like the
Yeah,
guild
but
like
the sneaky rat would have to go inside the thing again.
Well, it's not just that. It's also the fact that she seems to be an underworld person, and I don't think crime syndicates fly their crime
no,
syndicate flag.
not the crime syndicate. But the thing is, she's a smuggler, which means she's selling it somewhere.
Honestly, that's
Which means
a
she's-
lot of presumptions and assumptions about stuff.
Assumptions, not presumptions.
Yeah, that's
But
why
yes,
I corrected
it is.
myself. So let's not. Let's just actually go and get some stuff.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Right.
So it sounds like we have a plan of action. Raid ships.
Sit by river, wait for boat.
See, the question is how far out. We'd probably want to go out into the open waters to look a little bit, or not the open waters, but deeper, away from the port.
I mean, we
away from
could
sight.
try to find like a good ambush spot.
If you look at the super huge detailed map of the Warhammer world, like that is going to be representative of reality. So you can see the areas of openness there. If you head towards Alto, for example, shit gets really, really, really busy. Like there's tons of little settlements. But if you head towards Beckhafen, that's a lot quieter again, way fewer settlements. I'll put it in resources there, and
We have it already.
Okay, there it is. I was trying to find the link for it again.
It's in resources. Arch posted it. It's right above him. Arch like, wait.
No, I was looking in general, not resources. That's why.
So you're saying up north to Ptorsk and stuff like that?
Ptorsk, that's an even quieter area, but there's less traffic because that's heading up towards Kislev.
So head south towards the Empire.
Because the river heading north, that's the river Urskoy. Whilst the river directly below you, that's the river Reich. Like that's the biggest trade artery in the entire empire.
Yeah, if we go on that one, we're gonna get to Talbheim. That way.
I could do that.
Yep, Talabheim.
So do you guys want to go down that way, like into the Empire? Because like there will be more trade that way.
That seems logical. More plunder to be had. Do we bring any rats with us on our boat, or no? Because if we're talking about boarding another ship, it can range from like 20 to like 100 other people.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's like 20 guys, like I have a feeling our party can handle it.
Maybe with the right circumstances, depending on what they have. But if it's like one of the bigger ships, like a cog or something, like it'd be 100 people or so.
Yeah, I don't think our group is strong enough to take on 100 guys.
Even a cog, like a cog with 100 people would be that's a fucking warship. You know, that's a large cog.
Well, hold on. Does our ship have any weapons?
No, we did not purchase any.
Should we get some cannons if we're gonna do this?
We have porkers. We have like 50 warp
We
stone
can
tokens.
order them, but like that's still going to take a decent time
50?
for them to get here.
We have 7.
Oh,
What's
shit,
the
we
deal,
spent-
Arch?
that's right.
You can buy warp lightning cannons. You can mount 2 of them on your ship, but they are indeed very expensive.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to afford that right now. We
You
need
can't
think
just
that would-
buy like regular cannons.
From what I remember, I had the screen caps of like the war book that had like the pricing of that stuff. Rare units. The warp lightning cannon, for point of reference, that thing was 100 points a model, which means just one warp lightning cannon costs 100 warp tokens.
How much in gold?
A lot.
Okay.
You can 6 time that easy.
Okay. All right. What about just regular cannons then?
You don't know anyone who makes regular cannons.
Yeah, it's more of a
Oh.
human thing.
Yes.
We make
Well then,
stone lightning cannons.
Let's go find a boat with regular cannons and steal them.
I don't think they really have any of those
That'd be a
around our
warship.
area.
And even if it was a warship,
Okay.
we'd be outmatched.
We don't have cannons, but we do have slave rats. We could just give them like
Boarding,
sling
yep.
things, and they can throw stones. It'll be just the same.
Just the same.
Honestly, I played Rome too. I know this works. You just put the boat next to them and everybody on the boat dies. Easy peasy. Easy
Oh no, you're
peasy.
forgetting the jumping animation from one to the other boat.
It's always funny when they miss, though. And drown.
So the way this will work is you can purchase ships, simpler ships, and you can tell your dudes to just go out and raid in specific areas with that. And then your crew will go out and I will be rolling dice to see if they fuck up miserably or if they maybe get something cool and interesting, etc. So that'll be like a thing that happens when you're not actively engaged with it.
Can we control the officers at all that we assign to this?
Oh yeah, you can find like specific officers if you want to, yeah.
And then from that, we can look at their officer skills or something like that, stats or whatever.
We would like to see your resume, sir.
Your resume.
Basically, yes.
I'll set up like a leveling system for officers, but you can determine the crew. So you could, for example, have a crew of just all of your storm vermin. Like that would be a fucking nasty pirate crew. But it would
All
also
10
mean
of
that
them.
your storm vermin would be busy in the meantime.
We'd have to sit back home and guard the fort while they go out raiding.
So, do we know how many like officer caliber people we have that we can promote to be officers?
We did not have by any officers in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, you haven't
Oh,
purchased
shit.
in the officers yet.
We
Like, the
are
thing
the
is, we
officers
could,
at the moment.
But because let me look at the army list.
You could just like promote a couple and be like, "Listen,
We have oh, hold on. We have a army value of 440. We have total points of 495.
So we can take a couple officers, because then in that case we should. One officer for guarding the fort at the moment, or the camp, and one for going out on raid missions.
I assume just promoting somebody out of the troops we have would probably give us like a shittier officer."
Would
Yes.
probably be a horrible idea, yes.
They would have
At
no
that point, I would
command
recommend
skills
like
whatsoever
actually
or
getting.
training.
Yeah.
We want at least experienced officers, because an experienced officer corps means that we actually have potential for success.
All right, so we need a pirate captain then, and we need like a mayor.
If we're going to use the proper terminology, what we would want are like a couple claw leaders,
Yes.
which are worth 10 points.
Yeah, they cost you 10 warp tokens to purchase.
And at least from talking to Arch, you did say like when I eventually do transition into claw leader, I would count as one of those, right?
Yeah, you can fulfill that duty in a unit.
So it's like in a few levels, like I would potentially be able to fill that role as a claw leader, but not right now.
Mhm. But that's going to take a while to get them transferred too. So for now, if you want to do any raiding, you're probably going to do it yourself. And then, of course, you will use your own ship, which the benefit of that is your
It's
ship
fast.
is going to be faster than pretty much anything it's going to be likely to try and catch.
Which honestly, for our purposes, is fantastic.
Yep.
Well, let's go raiding then.
Let's go adventuring.
We can go. We can buy two claw leaders, but in the meantime,
In the meantime.
We're gonna want to get those
let's go
first.
raiding.
Grab the officers, then raid. Because that
Well,
way,
Well, it's gonna take some time for them to get here.
10 tokens each, aren't they? We have 7,
Yes.
unless.
No, Disco. I'm looking at the army
no,
value
there
stuff.
was the requisition point thingies. A
You
different
can use
currency
warp
model.
tokens in both ways. So the warp tokens you use for your army can be used personally and vice versa.
Yeah,
as well.
because if you remember, I actually used 5 of the army to get myself the Stormmerman halberd. And I
Yes,
figured
they are
we'd be able
literal
to...
warp tokens.
Yeah, and I figured we'd just be able to transfer our personal warp tokens to there. So it's like if we need to, we can just transfer 5 to the army value.
Yes, if you wish to.
Right now, I don't see the need. But yeah, if we want to spend 10 to get the officer, or I guess 20 to get like a couple officers, we can. We have the available points for it. So are
Yeah,
you
if
guys
want
fine
to,
with
you can
buying
order
2?
that up.
Yep.
All right, I now have 2 officers bought for the clan rats. Unless you want 1 for the clan rats and 1 for the storm vermin. Because
Well, we'll just have like one in charge of raids and one in charge of the city. We'll split it up like that.
actually, I want to check something.
How long will it take for them to arrive, Arch?
A while. It's a lengthy ass journey.
All
Because
right.
remember, it
We
took them like
couldn't
6
have
months.
hired them while we were learning an entire language for 6 months.
He could have.
Well, like we talked about it and we decided at the time that it's like we didn't necessarily want to spend those points immediately.
And such is life, and love, and sadness, and existence.
I think as it is right now, we can personally raid, and I'm fine with that.
Yep.
All right. So, how do you wish to go about it then? Do you want to just find like a nook in the river and wait for prey, or
Considering our ship speed, I would actually, advocate for just a ambush spot and then ambushing. Because I think just patrolling up and down, waiting for a ship to come by would be, it's like, huh, I've never seen that ship before. Not to mention that type of ship either. Any opposition to that idea?
Not yet.
No. Nope. That sounds good.
Okay, sounds like we are going to be Widow River Marauders.
river marauders? River marauders. I feel like marauder specifies land.
If I remember right, Marauders were actually the ones who like would just hide on land, and then when a ship came by, they just jumped on boats and then went out.
I feel like objecting to this classification. I don't
Fine,
necessarily know
banditos.
why.
River Banditos there.
River Bandidos. Hola, El Mexico. Good, good. I like that better. All right. Then any specific area you want to be in on the map, like towards Talabheim, towards Beckhafen?
I feel like we would get a bigger payout towards Talbheim.
Why not?
Because if we go towards Betchhofen, that's towards like Ostermark, if I remember right, that one is
But then again, if
kind
we
of-
go over there, and sure there'll be less ships, but there'll also be less danger too. And we are doing this for the first time.
Danger is awfully.
If you want to do the Beachhofen as a just trial run, we can do that.
Yeah,
I'm not
no
married to
time.
either direction.
I thought it was Beckhofen or something like that.
Beckhafen, yes.
Beachhofen.
Beachhofen.
Eh.
Look at him eat his way through life, little talkative little bottle of ketchup.
How dare you?
Or we can go to Rayzan for computer parts.
How dare you?
So seems like we've determined where we want to raid around.
Very well, children. Very well. Your opinions have been noted and heard, and all of these things. You have been found wanting.
Wanting loot, yes.
Wanting loot.
New fan art. Look. First,
I
that's
will
rude.
look in a second. Right, have I purchased enough time?
I find it amusing she has high heels.
Dan. It's quite amusing, Dan. Very amusing. Dan funny. Oh, little bastard. Cheeky git.
There we go.
That's not a
Fucking
pin-up.
fantastic. That was a derpy and silly. Right, fan art, where? Huh? What? General.
Your size.
Be mean to Kyle. I enjoyed this.
Little asterisks in thick Russian accent. This is how we do pinup in Kislev.
Very good. Very good. I approve of this. Hopefully the players will get themselves into such a pickle. Right. Roll perception to, be peaky. To look. With
Squeaky
your Augen.
breaky.
My god.
Yay. I actually see something.
No, you don't, Disco. Covers your eyes.
I'm gonna poke your eye, Squeak.
See if we can fuck this up somehow.
I doubt it, because I think you actually have pretty decent perception. No, actually you don't. Never mind.
Watch me. Wait, toughness.
You're
No, that's
scouting with
no,
your
that no,
eyes?
no, that's
Oh,
target number.
I was like, did I roll something wrong?
I'm the only one that sees
With
anything.
missing eyes, it's very hard to see since Disco poked them out.
I'm gonna poke you in your good eye.
They're both good.
That's the joke. He has two good eyes. He just think having the eye patch makes him look better.
Makes me look cool.
Because remember, he actively lifts the eye patch up to wink at people.
Or to look when it's hard, he's struggling to actually see. Like, huh?
That's his telescope eye. I get it now. Has to make sure it stays safe.
Darnation.
What do I see?
This is a mild annoyance.
What does Scrazzle's red eye see?
What do I see?
Nothing.
They
Tell
poke
me,
my little
Rattlest, what do
head
you
up
see?
over the side of the boat, like, I see any boats?
Goats? Why would you want to see goats? That's weird.
Boats!
That's less weird, I guess.
Can
But only
clean their
marginally.
ears, man.
Let us put them over there. There you go. Gnarl can be back there.
Sounds like he's setting up a map.
Right.
There's map.
So the first ship that comes by is a very large cog. It is flying the colors of the Talabheim City Guard.
Let's fuck him up.
How many people will we guesstimate just based off the size of the ship?
This is a cog of war, so there would be 30 fighting men aboard, probably.
You guys think we can take on 30?
Possibly.
Like, good rolls, yeah, but that also works against us as well.
Yep.
I mean, maybe if we shake Carson.
I would argue maybe not the first maiden raid of our little band going up against like one of the
30
big boys.
guards.
Yeah, I would maybe recommend something a wee bit
Nothing
smaller.
ventured, nothing gained. She's like, no.
Shut the fuck up.
Go back under deck, wizard.
We don't need your spells right now.
All right.
Are you sure? Are you guys sure?
It would be useful, he
I was
did
kidding,
send
by
half
the way.
the slaves.
Because the thing is, like, 30 is kind of a lot for us to fight.
How many people do we have
Like-
on board our ship?
That's just
us.
you.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying. I think 30 is a bit ambitious.
It's always good to confirm.
Gnarl is tanky, but Well, we've all seen what happens when crits happen. And with 30 people, there's going to be a lot of die flying around.
You know, hold on, Arch. Is this ship big enough to have like a cook?
Well, it has you.
No, their ship.
Probably.
You
It's a
could try
pirate,
sneaking aboard.
Yeah, see, I could sneak aboard and poison their food, then sneak off, and then we can sail up. Maybe half a day later, and they'll all be fucked.
Yeah,
Or at
what
least
is
half
that
of them.
force? That's Talabheim.
The issue is, like, on the river, I think they would get to their destination by then.
You think
Yeah,
so?
probably.
Unless you could
Mm.
We're-
sabotage their sails.
Because, Dev, keep in mind, we're near the
You'll
big
probably
cities
be
now.
noticed.
And, like,
Well, the
half a day's
sail's not
travel.
unfurling. That's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
the thing is, like, I agree, like, this would be a big catch. I just think it's a bit too big right now.
It's risky, but if Dev wants to, he can still go aboard and try to steal something. He's got the ability to
Or at
run
least
on
we'll get
water.
rid of Dev, I guess.
Yeah, I can run on water, and I can climb the walls with my sticky paws.
Just don't go anywhere risky. That's all I'm gonna say. The minute it starts to look bad, leave.
Yes, just ignite the gunpowder at that point.
I mean, if there's a gunpowder barrel, ignite it.
You would be crossing open waters against an aware crew. You would need one fuck of a stealth roll to not be.
Wait, is it
fire
nighttime?
exploded.
It's like, wow, that
it's not
bass
nighttime?
fishes.
Oh.
No.
Yay.
Oh, jeez.
Dev, get over there.
Uh,
He's like, no.
All of a sudden, Dev is like, maybe this plan not so bright.
Should
Well,
I
Just
try
take on
rolling?
a smaller one.
No, not if
Want-
the
want me to-
sun's out.
Yeah,
Silent move? I have a pretty good silent move.
well, no, the issue is, like, you have
Open-
nothing to use for cover.
Open waters. Like, the all it would take is a crew to just glance overboard while you're on your way there or on your way back, and they will know you're there. If it
It's
was
like,
at
yeah,
the
you're
cover of
fast.
darkness, you'd be fine, but we're not under the cover of darkness.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait till night. Honestly, if that's the
And-
case, let's wait till night anyways, and then we'll try looking for a boat.
And again, like, by that point, I think
Alright.
they actually would be at the port they want to go to.
So let's
Because I've got a pretty high silent move.
park our boat, wait for night, and start looking at nighttime.
Dev, look at it this way. You may have a, like, really good silent move, but you would have a massive penalty because of the time of day we're choosing to do it.
Yeah, I guess.
We
He
can still,
sighs.
we'll still try it, but we'll wait for nighttime. We'll have to do it. to a
Maybe
different
next boat. Rat-a-tat-ta. Smarter boat.
Ooh. All right. The next ship that comes along, it's been a couple hours now, but it's still light outside, is a smaller merchant vessel. You can make out a insignia flying proudly from the mast of a fat golden bird.
It's a
Do we-
chocobo.
Do we recognize, like, where it's from? Or would that require, like, a knowledge check of some kind?
A knowledge check of some kind, yes.
I don't have any of that, so
I don't have
Naro
any
has no
knowledge
idea.
on the Empire or maritime stuff.
I would have to actually wait till I become Claw Eater before I even get access to potential knowledge skills.
Would academic knowledge help?
Yeah, we just have common knowledge Skaven, I think.
It's like academic knowledge magic.
I
Maybe it's a
have
magical thing.
navigation, but it's not knowledge, it's just navigation.
Yeah, it's the skill of using the boat, not this boat's associated with this group.
Yeah.
Well,
What
it
you
is.
would know is that merchant ships that fly flags are usually associated with some sort of trade guild in one way or another.
Well, all Naro sees is the one ship, which means the entirety of the guild isn't here. That's what he
That's
sees.
true.
So how many people on this one, do you think?
Oh, he said
This is
smaller.
a smaller sized trade vessel, so between 10 to 12 guards, or more like 6 to 12 guards.
That sounds like our size.
Yep. Let's ram them.
I don't think we bought the ramming prow.
It's also
Fuck
in the
it.
middle of day, though.
We just have to ensure we kill literally everyone on board.
in the middle of day, which means another ship could just round the corner around the river bend and be like,
I mean,
"Huh."
the last one took a few hours before even this one showed up.
I know, but nighttime
Yeah. So
seems more appealing.
what time is it now, Arch?
About midday or something.
So, Kim, so let me ask you this: are you wanting to wait till like twilight before we even do something?
Basically, with the cover of darkness on our side, to give us the extra edge. Because honestly, if a little sneaky boat, or even a big sneaky boat, sneaks up behind us, we're going to be in a big pickle. Because I'm assuming that's something that can happen.
Yes, but it is relatively unlikely. Like, if you were closer to the more heavily patrolled areas, that would be a larger risk.
So, like Talbheim.
Yes.
We could always just have Puggles look out from our ship and blow the horn if we have to come back.
Puggles would just drive off with the ship.
That's
He
cruel.
Puggles would be like, there's another
Here,
boat coming.
You see,
Was
Disco.
told to get to safety. Bye.
Disco, I agree.
Waves his
Puggles
little
would
paw.
I agree. Puggles would screw us over, but you're forgetting he has a death wish. He'll drive towards them in hopes that they would kill him.
It's true, too.
Hmm.
Well,
Either
I
way,
think we
that
could
doesn't
probably
really help
leave
us.
Puggles in charge with a little spyglass, and we can go raid this guy.
Yes, yes. Loot and bounty. For us. Yes, yes. I say we take it.
I hear 2 eyes and no objections. Very well.
Yes, yes, have it. We go.
I have shared the river map.
Let's start loading that then.
It's done.
I spy with my little eye. A little trebuchet. Or mangonel, I guess would be the more accurate term.
It hasn't loaded for me.
It's loaded for me.
You know, you
That's
think
great.
you would have pointed that out, that you had saw that. That's kind of a big fucking thing, you know?
Huh?
The
There's a
fact
mangonel at the front of the ship.
that there's a
These,
fucking artillery piece on the boat.
Rear.
These guards seem. Oh, what happened there?
Someone clicked on the boat.
Oh god,
That was
moving
me. I
the
don't know what
boats
happened
is fucking awful.
Wait, yeah, you can't actually just move the whole boat. Maybe you should disable that from us, Arch.
Ugh.
I have, but the boats themselves need to be tokens, otherwise they screw with the map.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
Unfortunately.
but I can do this.
I
Well,
know. So don't.
You have the power to do so, but you didn't think if you should.
How can I click on the guys?
You don't need to.
I don't think you can unless you like zoom in really close and then click.
Okay.
Actually, no, you actually can't click on them.
Look at them. They
Oh.
look so shell-shocked.
No,
Yeah.
what they look like is it's like
So we can't
released.
target them.
Sweet release. That's what they look like to me.
Yeah,
Looks
they look like they're
shell-shocked to me.
fucking dead.
Please, rat people, kill us and our suffering.
You just need to zoom in a little close, because you can click on them. Like, I can do so just fine.
Okay.
GM says he has
seeing
power to do
often.
something. People are astounded.
Yeah, I'm not able to click
No,
on
here's
them.
we can look at them. That's the thing.
No, but we can't target them.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying.
if I were to go to combat tracker, no, you can target them. Like you're targeting and untargeting them.
Gnarl has discovered how to do the targeting thing.
I don't know how to
Much
do it.
we've made.
All right, so are we getting this deja vu in there? Because our boat is fast. I have a feeling we should use that to our advantage, and
Yep.
not let them use the mangonel.
Let's get close as fast as we can. And pull up alongside him.
Get
Alright.
close.
It'll take your ship about 2 turns to catch up to theirs, because you are way faster. In those 2 turns, anyone who has a ranged weapon in range can fire, if you so choose. If you have got cannons, if you had cannons, you could also choose to fire those as well.
I could shoot then.
That you
Are we
could.
in range though? What is? I don't know what the range is on this map.
Wait, I can just run to their ship in one turn.
Do it.
That is an option.
Disable the
If-
match now. I'm scared.
But I mean, I probably have to cast the spell, and then I have to run, and then I have to climb up the ship, and then I have to just to disable their gun there. I couldn't do that
And then-
in one turn.
And then survive the gangbang you're gonna have to take before we get there.
I'll just jump off the side.
You do have to cast the spell first, though. That is correct.
So
Yes.
I actually could shoot this guy at the back.
And actually, Kibbs, you could cast it on me, so I could actually use my full movement. Because you have it too, don't you?
Cast what?
He has a different spell list than you.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the same. I thought we had the same spells.
No,
Oh.
no, he has
At
a
least
different
some of the
one.
same spells.
I have a lot
they're-
of different spells than you.
Yeah, there's some crossover, but keep in mind that you're specifically the stealthy rat one.
I shoot
Yeah.
like explodey lightning balls and
Yeah, he went
stuff.
down the typical
Yeah.
warp lightning one, whereas you're like the I forget the name of it,
Well,
like Shadows one.
I went down the one path.
We have a couple of overlapping spells. We don't have buoyant passage. All right.
He has Skitterweep though.
I can skitter leap you over there if you want.
Actually,
It's longer than
actually-
12 feet.
Skitterleap is
Skitterweep, if I
anywhere
remember
where I
right,
see
is
it.
visible. Like he just needs to see it. In which case, actually getting me over there
I
would
can
be
skitter leap
not
you
bad.
directly on top of the Maginell.
Okay, that's actually a good idea. Because it is just line of sight. If you can see it, you can. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but then you just keep doing that and get the melee guys on board so they don't have time.
Well, there's only two melee
Advanced
guys.
fucking boarding tactics. I like this.
Like, what? You can't use skitter leap. He's just Empire Queen. Oh, look at they don't even know
Well,
what to do.
if you want to do it, Kibbs, I'm down. It's a good plan.
Fails. I can skitter leap two people, or how's that work again? Let's check. Skitter leap, skitter leap, skitter leap.
It's in your DMs with me at least.
Are you gonna
I
teleport
have it on my
into,
fucking thing.
into my line of sight? Because I would prefer to take a shot beforehand if that's the case.
Well,
I'm gonna go to
it's all about
the.
turn order in that case.
Oh yes, that's right.
Well,
Okay,
the
I
thing
guess
is,
I'll
you can still drop us off anywhere on the ship. It doesn't have to be at the back.
Well, anywhere I can see.
Yeah.
I'll roll initiative then. I guess it's time.
That would be a wise decision.
I got a 10.
So did I.
You can also wait and hold your turns because you both might want to.
I think like, if I was going to do anything, I would move up to you. Unless your Skitterweep is also.
If just
I
'cause
forget the
shoot
exact
them,
wording.
then I just drop them behind, like over there.
Does your Skitterweep say that I have to be, or whoever has to be standing next to you?
Nope. Just within 12 yards of him.
Am I? And I'm 10 yards of the corner.
Oh, no, 10 yards of the corner. Well, no, you're measuring by corners. You measure by corners, so you're within 10 yards. And Dev is within 2 yards.
He's next to you, so he's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
You always just move close to Kibbs in preparation for the teleport next
Well,
turn.
hold your turns. and
No,
then
it would be
teleport
this
both of you.
turn.
Can you do both of us in one turn?
Pretty sure I can do the whole party if I wanted to. Well, let's see. With Brimstone sent to teleport yourself
says-
or one ally within 12, 6, 8. Okay, so only one at a time. If teleporting an ally, you must
yeah.
be of human size or smaller. They see location, blah blah blah. That's not helpful. In 2 yards, 1 square, blah 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 blah. Oh, no, nothing about being able to teleport more of you. I can. So Dev, you run there. Hands gets teleported there.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, if
Gnarl.
it's, yeah.
Well,
And
I
just-
can cast and then maybe do like a half movement. But I can't run. I can't sprint there.
Well,
That's
keep in
fine.
mind the
Turn.
boat's gonna get there in 2 turns.
You could also just cast and then wait. The next turn, the boat move forward. Hands will be over there getting, gangbang, but who really cares?
The thing is, like, I don't know if they would actually all be able to jump on me immediately if they have to run up these little stairways.
I mean, we'll find out, shall we? Want me to teleport your fat ass over there, boy?
Nope, it sounds like we have a plan, so Gnarl is going to wait until after Karsnicket, so he can do his thing.
Okay. It is Dev's turn then.
I might as well try and cast it then, so let's see. I have 2 magic points. And the spell... I'll just find it here. Where is it? Where is it? It's called Buoyant Passage. Cast number is 6. It means I have to get higher than 6 on my 2d10s, right?
Yes.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard.
No, it shouldn't.
Do I just do like /2d... 2d10? Oh, no, roll 2d10, okay.
Well then.
So,
You want to use
What
your
kind
fate
of-
point immediately.
what kind of critical fail do I get out of that, Arch?
That is a
think
fine
that's a
start. A fine start.
As all of a
indeed.
sudden Rattata explodes in gore and viscera.
Alright,
Good
that
job.
allows me to roll on the minor chaos table. So anytime you get a duplicate, that's a minor chaos table. So
Have you
Can
noticed
I
that
fate point it?
whenever we're next to
Hold on.
disco, this
Dev, I'll
happens?
put it to you this way. Minor, it is just that. It's minor. It's never
Disco.
too bad.
How do you explain yourself, Disco? Every time we're close to you, bad stuff happens when we cast.
And by that logic, every time we're close to each other, bad stuff happens.
But
Yeah, literally, we're always in the same place.
no,
So
it's only
you
disco.
can choose to use fate to reroll any one dice roll.
Okay, so I can do one more d10 then.
Mm-hmm.
Think it's worth it, guys? Probably not, to be honest, because we're gonna get
Here's
there in
the
2 turns.
It's just a minor manifestation.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Yep.
going to be too bad.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. Let's see what I get, Arch.
All right. Your entire furry body is covered in unnatural goosebumps.
Oh,
Terrifying.
terrifying.
Terrifying indeed. Oh well.
Oh well.
Goosebumps is goosebumps.
It was a show at one point.
It was a book series.
That too. I remember. I read some of them. Some of them are
Yeah,
dumb.
me too. The show was shot in Canada.
That's awful.
Disgusting. My people.
My maple leaves. Oh, it sounds like that's his turn.
Yeah,
Goosebumps
that's
was,
my turn. I'm just gonna sit here now.
okay, enough horror for children.
Get out. No.
Kill, Strasshole. Kill.
yes. Right, so I've now got sharpshooter and sure shot. So if I aim, I get plus 20. And I think it also ignores 1 point of armor.
Good. Positive. Beneficial.
I just need to hit now.
Advantageous.
Plus 20, and considering your ballistic skill, it should be...
Say these
Should be
things. Shush. Dev said. I don't know why I did too.
That might be because of sure shot.
I don't think so. I'm confused.
You might
Why-
have the thing that makes you roll 2 dice, pick the lowest, I don't know.
I
Well, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like if that would be anything, it would be sure shot.
don't think so. I
No,
haven't
sure shot is the armor
picked
reduction.
anything, but it gave me 2.
You can try just unticking the other one and then just rolling to see if it
But I
does
didn't
the...
tick anything. That's the thing. I haven't ticked anything.
Huh.
I wrote
Then-
it down as a talent. I don't know what I would tick, so I haven't ticked anything. So I don't know. I guess take whatever
I know
was the
from...
first one, which is a failure anyway. So
What was that?
Because I know
don't
for me,
understand why
like,
it rolled twice.
because I know for me that's like the weapon mod stuff, when the little drop down thing for weapons.
Yeah, but I haven't ticked anything, Hans.
Is it... Why would it do that? Try rolling again, please.
Oh no, whoops, that was the damage. That was my bad.
Bang.
Okay, I only
So-
rolled once that time. Did it
Yeah,
lag?
no, yeah, that only rolls once. Okay, so server lagged maybe, and you rolled twice by accident? I don't know.
I don't know. I rolled on the same click.
And when I try to use your thing, it rolls once. Yeah, it looks like it was just a weird bug or something.
Oh, that confused me.
All right.
Um,
At least we determined it was just being weird.
It looks like it was just being weird. Okay, you may re-roll that one, because we don't know what the fuck happened.
That was really strange.
Bang.
Standard success.
Left arm too.
Alright.
Seems like you untargeted him too, but yeah, it was this guy.
It did untarget him. Alright, fine. Roll damage as usual.
Damage, and it will ignore one of his armor. Going. What the hell?
Uh-huh.
That's Mighty Shot, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
But it rolls two separate instead of rolling one proper.
Because I know, like, when I do it, it rolls the two, but then it just picks whichever one is better.
But it's never
Yes.
done this before, and I haven't had it. I'm really confused.
I know you were telling me that you took that a perk that was similar to, like, the melee mighty blow.
Yeah, but the thing is, I haven't ticked anything.
Let's see. Mighty Shot. So on. Damage is 1d10. It rolls 2 dice for me as well.
Uh-huh.
So I
I
guess
haven't
it just
changed
doesn't do
anything.
it the
There's
same
something
way for
updated?
you.
I mean, I assume you just pick one of them then. But still.
Yeah, but that'll inflict double damage on the thing. Because let me untick Mighty Shot. If I untick Mighty Shot, it rolls 1. If I tick Mighty Shot. There. Okay, now it's working the way it's supposed to. Right. Yeah, the background system is just derped. Roll damage again, please.
As this poor guard is... Okay,
Sorry.
there we go. I want to say, as this poor guard is almost murdered because of lag.
Oh, that's Ulrich Fury. Roll again,
I
weapon
mean, he
skill.
might die anyway, then. Who knows?
I
Maybe
think
his
Ulrich
arm
Fury is gonna
explodes.
suck a lot for him. No, weapon skill.
He's not having that bad today.
Well, first you need to see if it actually confirms.
Yep,
That's
weapon
what I'm
skill.
saying. He's not having that bad a day.
Yeah.
Still a pretty bad day.
I mean, yeah.
Alright. No. Roll weapon skill to confirm Ulrich's Fury.
Wouldn't it be
Weapon skill.
ballistic skill for her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Same
okay.
thing. Same thing.
It isn't though.
Fucking catch
One
it.
has a higher stat, you silly monkey.
There you go.
I'm at 19.
Oh, well.
Okay,
You
so
only did 16 damage. The
Only
I
did
just got
16
roll
damage.
again. Rolled again.
all right, so that is -1 armor from the thing, -1 armor from it being a warplug Jezile, so all of his armor is ignored.
His arm might be gone too.
Yes, he's already in critical from that one shot.
Perfect. And now, Karsnicket, assuming he doesn't fail miserably, considering
First, actually, it's Mayo's turn. And look, Mayo is now called Mayo.
has an M.
It has an M. And if the resolution wasn't so bad, you could see that the little thing around its neck also says Mayo now.
Ketchup's like, I'm not as mad as I once was.
If I zoom in, I just see pixels.
He just frowns right now. He's like, he just called me ketchup.
Alright, Disco, have you taught Mayo how to use her ranged weapon since we last spoke?
Uses its little fucking paws to, like, mount a crossbow and just shoot it over the side.
Doesn't need to be accurate. Just need to shoot for cinematic effect.
we don't need intelligence. We just need pause.
No, I have not time.
Unfortunate. Well, Mayo will just be scraping at the sides of the boat then, in eagerness. And that gives us Karsnick its turn.
Time to send that little bottle of ketchup to his dude. He's like, no, send
Gnarl
him-
will Karsnick it
no,
onto
to
a
his
rack
dude."
bar.
So there, you think, Gnarl? You want to go there, right next to that guy? No.
I would actually argue just above Halberdier 4, so that way I can keep them
You
off the
just mark
mangonel.
it. God damn it, they're all fucking.
If you hover over it, it says like,
I already know where it is.
merchant guard.
Quiet hands. I don't need your help.
Are you sure? Do you need like the proper GPS coordinates?
The grid. The grid coordinates, the X and Y axis, you little slut. Alright. Time to toss that bottle of hands at the enemy.
When Gnarl gets over there, for corn. Wait a minute.
Oh my god. See, it's an 8, a skill check of 8, but I don't intend to cast anything else this turn because fuck it. Also,
But
If-
Warp Lightning, Kyle.
if no, not with just one dice, because I'm gonna need at least 2 dice to relatively guarantee it. So 3.
But Warp Lightning, Kyle.
I have a chance to send us all into hell, so let's find out.
I think you got it.
But Warp Lightning, Kyle.
And away with the hands. Orb Lightning can be cast next turn. I had to fling our comraden over there.
All right. It seems like
Kyle.
Gnarl is skitter leapt.
That's an
To the enemy
illegal
vessel.
move, you dog.
Toss him. Toss him through space and time.
You dog. Must be placed at least 1 square away from an enemy or item. Eh.
1 square away there. You're welcome.
On the mangonel. Okay.
Listen, you're gonna plap into the side of it.
Right. Gnarl appears inside of the mangonel, dies immediately, screaming in horror.
Oh, it's like going through the beam is going through his
Telefrag.
chest, like. Whoops.
rat, why?
All you have time to do is look back at Kyle and give him a glare.
Man thing, I have one thing to tell you before I die.
He's killed the wizard.
Geek the mage.
A little moment of brotherly love as he reaches out a hand and goes like, "Fuck all wizards."
The Gnarl dies. That'll be funny. All right. So I'm assuming I can move
Yes.
normally. All right.
It's a big mage now.
Would step up and attempt to murder Halberdier 4. Let's target him. Yes.
Remember that 4 is already rather.
Yes, but he's not
In a bad
dying, which is
Yes,
the
we need to
the thing.
kill. The less targets on the board, the more dead, the better, because less damage output potential.
Mhm.
Focus fire on single targets, if possible.
Bam.
Oh, that is funny. All right, that is definitely a hit. Yes. Let's see. See if he can do a parry. There's 3 degrees of success for you. He has a standard failure. You hit, and you may deal damage.
Sad way. Not an Ulrich's Fury.
Puts him into -10, which means instant horrible death.
Die, man thing.
1 down.
Kill, steal, squeak.
Right.
Kill secure.
Gnarl materializes on the back of the ship and instantly just rams this guy through, lifting him up on his halberd, swinging him from the aft castle like la 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 la.
Onto a repor.
That is possibly the most horrific fucking boarding attempt I have ever seen. Oh, that's horrible. That's awful. I disavow. I very much so do.
Oh, you can disavow all you want. It's still these guards' problem.
course, the scream can't be made large. Right.
I
who
do
are
find it
you?
funny how some menus you can expand, but other ones it's like, no, this is the dimension of this screen.
Yes, I would like to know if this is Merchant Guard Halberd, but it's like, that's named too long. We can't show you the letter. I'm like, oh, you little piece of shit. Right, I'm assuming it's this guy here. Right. Oh,
That one is 3.
that one is indeed 3.
6 is actually the one at the front.
He's happy though. He's in a special post.
He's in the crow's nest? No,
No, a
crow's nest would
forecastle.
be up. He's in the boat place.
All right. The Merchant Guard Halberdier will go up to the side, but you're blocking the ladder, so he can't get up on the aft castle, which is unfortunate.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually wish we didn't see the ladder.
You
Uh,
blind imbecile. How dare you?
No, I thought it was actually these steps. That's what I thought. That's how you
He
got up.
tries to have a stab at you, but it would have hit, but you have advantageous position here, so he's got a -10 to try and hit you.
Ah, a shame.
It's a darn shame. Wait, why? Wait, Karsnicket? No, Kyle. It's not your turn, you little cheaty scumbag.
Maybe do your job
Cost
right.
it is, but I'm white mage. I'm white rat.
White power.
Software seems a bit special today.
Yeah, the software is a little special today.
I
for
think
I'm just going to
people are
assume it's the updates being
deflecting on
updates.
this software, which has never done anything wrong before. Okay, you're all being bigoted.
Yeah, I especially like the time it wouldn't let Kyle in.
Nope, that was working as intended.
Yep.
I mean, it
No pass allowed.
was trying its best to make sure that we wouldn't have to suffer the Kyle, but it failed in the end.
Suffer not the Kyle to live.
Suffer not the
Kyle,
existence
you
of
will
the
not
Kyle.
have stuff, things.
Well then,
Okay, now, the problem that's going to occur now is that I am going to try and move all of this, and what I expect is going to happen is it's going to decide to move all of your tokens to the back layer when I let go now.
Oh,
No? Oh, thank God. Well, that's nice. Oh, goody.
Oh, I can still click on me.
that's weird. I can't untarget guard 4.
Well, get fucked.
Well, that's fine. He'll just be more dead every time. Somehow, Gnarl just keeps hitting his corpse over and over again with every attack.
You just up there just pummeling the corpse. Like,
Uh,
this is what you
let's
will
see.
get.
Let me try to do this. Is he gone now?
Yes.
All right. So it's just an extra derpy step because magic.
Nice. Well, I'm assuming since guard 3 tried to stab me that he's also in stabbing distance.
Yes, he's got a reach weapon. Technically not a reach weapon, but you know, it's a fucking spear.
Okay. So I'm assuming me trying to swing down would give me like a +10.
Yes.
Okay. Modifier. 10. Swing. Stormbringer and Halberd. First attempt. Wow. Well, these things happen.
These things happen, but that's still shameful.
Now, I shall attempt with my second attack. I will use a fate to reroll that, so I do not lose my weapon.
You don't want to throw your halberd into the sea. That would be most unfortunate.
Indeed. Much sadness would be had. At least from Gnarl. There we go. That's
There we
better.
are, yes.
5 degrees. Parry this, you filthy peasant. Will he attempt to?
I mean, he can. All he needs is a 1. That's a 4. Close, my buddy, but not quite good enough.
A good parry. Gnarl can acknowledge it, but it's not good enough.
A fine effort, but not quite good enough. No, you hit.
Alright. Damage. Ulrich's Fury. That's not Ulrich's Fury.
All right. A 9 damage. Damage reduction 4. What? Oh God, has it stopped taking into account armor too? Oh Jesus.
I mean, we checked the damage for my weapons, like they're accurate now.
Yeah, the software seems derpy today.
Yeah, it's really being fucking derpy today.
I thought I had screwed up.
No, it just seems like whatever like recent update they did messed with something in the
Yeah,
back
because his
end.
damage reduction should be 6 here, because that's toughness 4, +2 armor to the body, and it just
Mhm.
ignored the armor.
Like, is it like actually equipped?
No, it's I guess you have to.
Because like I know the issue like for our trappings is you said we can ignore the weight, but at least how I did it is I technically unequipped it.
Right, because normally I just put it on the paper cutout, and that is the information it uses. Let me actually try just giving him the mail shirt, etc. Like, that would be weird if they'd suddenly done it like that. That'd be very
Because if that's
weird.
the case, then we might have to actually equip our armor, but then like set it to 0 weight so it doesn't mess with it.
Mail shirt. Let's see here. Leggings. Yep. Attack him again, please, just so I can see if this does anything.
No, not roll to hit damage. DR4.
It's just completely forgotten about the fucking armor.
Wow.
Right.
I'm
Such
glad
is
they
life.
made the software worse.
At least it loads faster, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but we fixed loading times.
All right, I'll just have to take in account armor then.
Bookkeeping.
Dev, it's your turn.
I'll just hold so that Kibbs can teleport me over. Kibbs, if you don't mind,
Lazy
Alright.
son of a
teleport-
bitch.
Can't you
teleport me
teleport
right
yourself?
behind guard 6, and I'll just give
Well, I
him
was
the
gonna
old
say,
stab.
you run over there, so I can teleport Mayo over there.
Listen, I'm gonna fail on the thing again, and it's still gonna take me another turn to climb up the side of the ship anyway. So at this point,
Well,
you
if
might as well just
fail,
send me
then
over.
you could do it.
I mean,
Just
Like,
send.
try it, and if you fail, he'll send you.
Well, no, because even if I run over, it's still gonna take me an extra turn now to climb up the side of the ship, so it's not worth it now.
It's fine.
Or you can just try to run jump.
taxi rat.
Yep.
The white rat of power. What does he do? Glorified taxi.
It's like, I am the great Karshnicket. The
Uh,
great
it's like,
taxi
yes,
rat.
yes, Karsnicket, move the next group of people across the river. Yes, boss.
Well, since
Be
we're still
my power of
moving,
teleportation.
everyone,
Now, when's it my turn? Disco.
trying to decide if I want to just reload the Jezebel and take another shot while everyone's going over, or if I want to switch to the bow.
Might
so
as
I
well
can shoot
reload.
faster. Yeah, since everyone's still getting in position, I may as well just take another shot with the Jezebel.
Yeah.
I would say yeah, because like there's still a few easy shots you can make without being impeded with melee.
We might even end up getting close enough that I can use the pistols. Alright, I'm going to reload this turn.
Mayo still continues to scratch at the side of the boat whilst looking pleadingly over at you, Disco, as if you're at fault for this. Why is he not in melee?
Soon.
What is this blue thing? Why have you dragged me out on this weird contraption?
Alright, time to
Right?
send.
Kyle's personal taxi service.
Man, I got 5 kids to feed.
Yay.
That's a
After the
reference.
guts. What's fun?
Where does the
Come on,
little rat want to
Kyle.
go?
Sink the fucking boat.
Right behind merchant guard number 6. Behind him.
There. It has to be 1 square away. So like there. There we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I'll just ice pick the back of his head.
Trotsky Y. Or sorry, Trotsky Rat Y.
Trotsky Rat was the one who got picked.
I know.
Stalin Rat was the one who picked him.
All right. The skies darken, and every one of you start hearing creepy ass whispers in your ears.
Your car
Rat
in the background.
whispers or
Perfectly
other
natural
people
squeak.
whispers?
Just creepy whispers in general.
Now, as far as Karsnicket's concerned, this is basically anytime Karsnicket sweeps.
Pretty much.
Wait, what did you do this time?
Wait, hold on. Can't I smack him before he has his
You
turn?
can, but I don't know if you should.
I'm going to.
Oh, that's cruel.
I'm hitting him in the back.
You gotta move
Ah.
first, you lazy whore.
Yeah, you have to actually move in position, which is why you have to do it specifically 1 square away. So you can't
Yes.
alpha strike someone out of Skitterweep.
Oh.
Now, how do I target properly? There we go. Okay, I've targeted him.
Good.
And
Now
here we
swing
go.
your weapon. Great fury. Great furry.
Oof.
Did you
indeed.
add the... Actually, no, you were... This is
Well,
not
do I-
from a surprise attack, would it?
No.
Because they're
It might
focused
be.
on me.
It could be, because I did teleport in.
Well, that's what I was
It's
saying.
weird, but they are on guard now.
Yeah,
but, like,
they
the thing
might
is
be
they-
a little suspicious that something's going on.
The only reason I was like asking is because like the guard was looking my direction, and Rattata teleported behind him.
Then there's
Yes.
a loud poof and the smell of sulfur behind him. Huh.
But it's
Hold on.
it's still a teleports
Hmm.
behind you, nothing personnel, kid.
No, not a surprise. In fact, it's
Alright.
expected.
Fine.
It's a meme, Dev. It's so expected it's a meme.
I will spend the fate point and re-roll it. I want to knock this guy's head off. Spent. Let's try again. Well then.
You weren't cringing off. You should have
This is what you get
squeaked
for not
loudly.
Ah,
My
all right.
many techniques, and this is but one of them. Squeak, squeak. That's what you should have said. Alas.
Or even just surprise squeak. Say what?
This is the punishment one receives for not being cringe. Now, speaking of, let's turn around and hit Dev in the head with a heavy piece of metal. Aha! You have been struck, Dev. Would you like to do something about it?
Yeah, I'll see if he hits my shield instead.
All right, do a parry.
Well then.
No, you have been struck a most vicious blow.
But it's
Karsnicket's
portrait. Oh, it's still amusing they haven't fixed that.
I think they just don't want to at this point. It's like, no, leave it.
It's a feature, not a bug.
It's a feature now.
There are many features in the software.
They're taking after
Features.
Bethesda.
It is feature rich, is what it is.
Hmm.
Yes, feature rich. How should I have known?
That is a hit to the arm, Dev. You have been struck in the arm.
Mhm.
For oh god, are you doing this again, you little piece of? Well, that was meek. 5 damage.
All right, so I have
You have a lot of toughness. I imagine this will just be
Yeah.
1 damage.
6 toughness and 1 armor, so it'll be 1 damage. There we go.
I'm very close to getting... Oh, nope. Wrong stat.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Rattata.
Right, let's gangbang him.
Yeah, fuck him up. That'll teach Dev.
Oh damn, these guys are proper guards. He hits you as well, Dev. Would you like to do something about it?
They saw what happened to their friend. And they're like, oh, fuck. That's not going to be me.
Oh, am I back? I went to go get some food.
You got
You
attacked by
son
another
of
guard.
a...
All right, I will parry. No, actually, no, I can't parry. I already parried with my shield. I will dodge blow.
No, parry and block are 2 different things.
No,
or
they're
sorry,
not. It's
parry and dodge.
parry and dodge. Yeah. So I'll dodge.
With a mouthful of food.
Jesus, what awful rolls.
A good attempt for
Hey,
a
Dev.
fiend.
Hey, Dev, remember we were debating attacking the ship with 30 guys?
Dead
I've
Jeff.
had nothing but fails this entire game so far.
To be fair,
Welcome to my
we've had
existence.
You've got the disco.
We've
We've
ball.
had some fairly high rolls.
Try
So, yeah.
changing your dice color. That worked for me.
That sounds like
Alright.
confirmation bias to me.
How do I change
It
my dice
worked,
color?
Damn you.
I think it's in like a
Change
little
my
cog
dice
setting.
color. He's actually
No.
gonna try.
Okay, so Dev, if you want to
Uh,
change your die
it's very
color in the upper right,
spiritualist.
click the like little art palette thing, the color one, and then you can change your die color.
Right, I made some brown dice instead of
Hmm.
bright purple.
Brown.
Would have been
That is a
appropriate
hit
for your
to
former
the
character.
left arm for 6 damage.
Another one then.
I mean, they're hitting. That's better than most of my NPCs, but the damage is. I could ask for more.
You can ask. The die decides.
All right, Arch, I'm going to get food. Don't attack me again.
Attack him
As
again.
literally every single guard turns around.
Let's see. I'll put Gnarl in his place. You are being attacked, sir.
You're back.
Parry.
1 degree of success. That is a 1 versus 1. So this is a straight roll off now. So 1d100. Whoever gets the highest wins. 44.
Which one of you is my D100 die?
Come on, you
think
gotta
it's
roll
this one.
hard than 44. Otherwise, you're gonna get hit in the head. That is higher. There's a
All right.
successful dodge.
I was gonna say, joke's on him. My head is the most heavily armored part of my body.
Merchant Guard 3, you are outnumbered, sir. They are getting bonuses to hit you in the head.
All right, so I parried, which means now I have to do dodge.
That is a hit, yes, so you gotta do a dodge.
Which
Okay. Well, that was a good attempt, Merchant Guard. It was a good attempt. Good job.
This is payback for the 4 he tried to parry me with.
Da, 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 da. You think Dev is back now?
No.
Good. Damn it. Actually, no, he's fucking outnumbered. She'll just subtract
Do they have
hit points.
reach of 1? Or to get
Yes.
2 squares?
Yeah, they're using the same house rules that we do, where if you're right behind someone and you've got something like a pole arm, you can attack over them.
Do they still count as being?
Well, no, I was just
melee
wondering
then?
because it's like if they're using halberds and that's the same like type of weapon that I'm using. That's what I was wondering.
Yes, they're using the same thing that we do. Like if you're in contact with somebody directly behind them, you've got something like either a gun or a pole arm, you can attack.
Oh no,
Because
I was
technically
just
there is no reach in this game, which is dumb.
I've heard some weapons at least based off like the expanded armory thing.
Oh yeah, they
I've
do
heard
have
many
reach,
tales.
but they don't give you like attack range as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I've heard many tales of Talayan pikes.
Well, we shall subtract hit points from Dev. Make him dead now.
Okay, how much hit points?
All of them.
Oh.
Oh, that's better. That's an 8 damage hit.
It's still only 1 though. Because I have 6 toughness and 1 armor.
Well, how about I just bring an ogre, okay? Will that work better?
I shall attempt to murder Halberdier 3. The +10 since he is lower than I am.
Yes.
Surely this time I'll hit him. Technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
Will he attempt to do anything?
He will. It's just a one success. Surely he can beat that. A 100. Right.
Oh.
Very well.
I guess he loses his weapon? Or no, that was
that-
just if you're attacking, right?
That is a critical fail on the parry, which means that you do damage to his weapon. Let's see.
Ah.
Does he have anything good? No,
It's
he's
probably
got
just a regular halberd.
standard halberd. Right, yes, you shatter his fucking halberd as he tries to bring up a half to block. You just chop right through that and into him. So even if he doesn't die, he doesn't have a weapon now.
Yeah. I hope I get Ulrich's Fury. That'd be funny. You see, a 9 is not a 10, but I'll take it.
-7 for what was that? Right arm. Okay.
I can't wait till I get that skill, which gives me additional things if they're already in critical. I think it's strike to injure.
All right. With his halberd shorn in two and an arm shorn off as well, he stumbles over the railing, dead. Poor boy.
Nara
Maybe I
will.
could have him. Maybe he could be like one of those villains that like dies, but actually he swims to shore.
He somehow meets up with Zafur. I was wrong.
And that
by
slave. No,
So, I'm hearing an adventure party forming. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Well, with that guy dead, Gnarl will turn to Halberdier 5. 2-2 dead. You next.
Vile ratkin. He wheezes back at you. Though, I mean, odds are stacking up against him. Right, my brave boy. Parry. Some of you got to do it. Apparently not.
I want to say he would need 3 degrees of success. Well then. Another 9.
All right, and that leaves him just outside of critical. He will have one more chance to revenge himself. Dev, your fan club grows.
Just stab
All right.
better.
Let's see.
You know, stab.
Yeah, I'll go after 6, same guy.
Try and hit
Might as
it
well.
this time.
I'm doing my best. Here we go. Ooh, the brown dice look nice. That's not bad.
Is a hit.
See, I told you.
That is one
Excellent.
degree of success. All right.
You're still using the war pick, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That is
Oh!
a successful parry for once.
As you rip his
that is
arm
a
off.
parry of a Ulrich's Fury. Right, okay. So let's see again. Right, this is not a good day to be a halberd, apparently, as you fucking shatter his halberd too. Right, roll to confirm the Ulrich Fury.
All right. Oh.
Oh. Failure, Dev. Failure.
I still hit him for 16, though.
You did, and he doesn't have a weapon now, so the best he can do
Only a
is punch.
16.
Oh, that's the turn.
Do you not have to attack yet? You don't. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I think I'm the only one who has 2 attacks.
The reason I don't have to attack yet is because you told me to go Sorcerer instead of Night Runner.
Yeah.
I have
That's
2
true.
attacks now, but I think I can only do it with the bow.
To be fair, if we get you a good bow, like, that bow will do work.
You should be casting that pustule spells on yourself so you do poison damage.
Rip a guy's
Scramble.
arm off, and then all of a sudden it's just poisoned.
So, this guy, who is he? Number 2. Does he count as being in melee?
No, you can shoot him just fine.
I was gonna say, because he is like only next to his friends, and I don't care if I hit them.
Yeah, I would say, if anything, since he's not next to someone that you care about, it's like,
I mean, I only marginally care if I hit them.
accidentally aim the gun a little bit more in his direction.
Accidents
Mhm.
happen, Squeak.
Nothing personal. Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna take an aim at Merchant God 2 then. And hope that it actually works this time. I think I will re-roll that one.
Your hope is fleeting.
No, not that. Alright, I want to
Real.
re-roll that. Okay.
At
Never
least it's
mind.
not a crit.
I think it's time to change the color of your dice again.
I think it might be.
On the bright side, at least it's not a critical, so your gun doesn't explode. Actually, since the turn rolled over, is the boat closer yet, or is that next turn?
That is next turn.
Okay.
Mayo is sitting on the fucking railing right now. He's balancing there. Mayo may become one with the water if this lasts any longer.
Float
What I'm hearing
belly
is we might need to get blinders for Mayo so you can only focus on what's right in front of him.
And I teleport Mayo next.
I think
mean-
Mayo would like that. I think Mayo would like that a lot.
It would increase your romance points with Mayo by 1.
Mm.
You really don't like everybody else. Wrath of the Gods, right? Let's bring up the table.
The gods will notice me, senpai.
As the horned rat is like just like telling like all the other guards, it's like, he terrible, yes, yes. Absolute worthless trash, yes, yes. Still favored though.
New comic now available for $5 million. Put it over chat. Like, what inflated bullshit is this? Not very high res, sadly.
Yes. All right. The where's Mayo being teleported? There. Okay. Right. In a loud poof of displacing air, Mayo disappears from balancing precariously on the side of the ship, and then reappears on the enemy's ship. You hear a loud, confused squeal of horror as Mayo is thrust through the warp without his knowledge or approval.
Maybe should have warned him, Ski.
Maybe
Meh,
so
sweet.
maybe Mayo shouldn't show such initiative in wanting to combat people.
Surely he is most pleased, yes, yes. Flung him through space and time, I did.
Oh. And they went the tokens like I expected.
Whoosh.
Honestly, we know we're on the boat. That's honestly fine. Just move the boat. Like, it's fine. We know we're
Now I
on
just
the
have to move
boat.
the other ones.
There.
As you fly off the boat and underneath it.
And then drift away. And then drift. Blah, 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 blah.
Right, as you hove up alongside the enemy ship, you do indeed just hear the cries of terror of Mayo. It's just like, ah, why? Oh, poor Mayo. What did the man do to you? It was such a vile thing. Right, Merchant Guard 6 with a halberd is going to just try to punch Dev now.
Please, Ulrich Spherium. That'd be funny.
He does hit. Would you like to do something about it, Dev?
Sure, yeah. I will dodge this one. 'Cause it's probably going to be quite weak. Oh well, no dodge.
All right, let's see. And finally, he rolls well. Okay. I mean, he finally rolled some good damage, but the minus of 4 to unarmed combat means that he deals 2 damage.
So I
That's
take
great.
1 again.
I mean,
Like,
at this point,
Where
they
did
are
he
about
hit?
as
Because
effective
no, that's right. You only have 1 armor.
I have a full set of armor. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just meaning like, the armor value at any location is 1.
Yes. And I have 6 toughness.
70. That is a miss. Right, come on, merchant man. At least give Gnarl a little bit of a poke as well. He deserves it.
Weak man thing.
96. Nope.
And I was about to roll parry.
The rolls were great today.
Oh, Jesus. All right, at least kill Dev or something. That is a 28. Okay, you're going to have to try and parry that one.
Yep. And I'll use my shield for this one. Where is it? Here it is. Oof.
Close, but no cigar.
Standard failure, that is 0 degrees of success versus 1 degree of success. So yes, he does indeed hit. For 5 damage this time.
Okay. I'm just getting whittled down. 1 damage a hit.
Now the thing is, like, I'm about to mop up here, and then Mayo's on there, so the outnumbered bonus shouldn't be as bad.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of people,
See, Mayo's helping. He's
time to
not sure
die,
what's
die,
going
man
on.
thing. Nope. That's why we have 2 attacks.
That is a hit.
Murderer.
Yes. Will you attempt to parry?
A poor guy. He fails.
Well then, this is about to be very sad for you.
I feel bad for him. That's the Elric's Fury. And a 5, of course. The dude has 1 hit point left. What is the point of this?
Die!
Hands is
It's
having a
awful
good
horror.
day today. After this, we need to bully him to remind him of his place.
All right, what color dice is Hans using?
Red.
It's not how that works, Desco.
Shut up.
Alright, Merchant God 5 is flung in a welter of blood, offal, and viscera, organs flying off the ship, and he's just screaming as he goes into the water.
Maybe now should convert to corn.
Sharks immediately gather, just for purposes. I don't even know if there are sharks in the
Ah,
river.
yes, all the bull
River
sharks in this
sharks.
river. I always think it's the bull shark that's can go in the rivers.
This universe might have its own special shark.
Great whites just show up and start eating it.
Yes, the well-known river shark, the great white.
Just to make his end a little bit bloodier.
It's like that scene in Jurassic Park where it's like, why were you so violent to this person?
Oh God, you're talking about one of the recent ones
Yes.
where there's like
Yeah.
this intern and she dies horrifically, and the show's like, haha, that's funny. And the whole time people are like, wow,
That was brutal.
why did she die so horribly?
All she was doing was trying to like just do her job and do it well. She wasn't even like malicious about it.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Hans, is it doing something funky with your dice rolls? The chat is spamming that the math is not adding up.
With what? In regards to
It's
what?
probably
Think your
just the
damage rolls?
service chat. Remember,
Well,
we're-
the thing is, we looked at it. Like right now, like in the thing, like my Storm Vermin Halberd does 1d10, and in the thing, it's a +1 for the weapon. So like beyond that, like I don't know what else to do.
listen, chat, calm, breathe. Besides, GM says it worked. GM knows it worked.
I mean, it's TD10 plus the 8, 3 equals 9. That is an interesting interpretation.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
that's
I'm
what it's
assuming
trying
that
to do.
number is like taking into
It's 13.
this is one of those
Um,
things. Like looking at that, it's like it's doing stuff in the back end, and it's like I can't look at it, so it's like I don't know what else I can do.
It's board chat.
Like
Is it taking the armor into account?
Yeah,
Well, that's-
that's the damage reduction. It's showing the damage after damage reduction, I think, because it's 1 damage base, then plus 8, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, and then it's minus
We'll knock
4?
down. We'll spurge.
Is that how it works?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I've noticed that like those numbers don't add up, but it's like I've input all the values accurately, so like I don't know what else I can do for that.
No, I think it's correct once it takes into account the damage reduction, but it doesn't take into account the armor, which is derp.
I
Yes,
should
the
probably
latest
say
patch
that.
has made this software even more imaginative than it has previously been, even more
Alright.
feature-rich.
But remember, at least the load times are improved.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
But that was 2 attacks for me, so yep.
Right, Dev. Fight for your life.
This time, I'm going to attack guard number 1 instead of guard number 6. Because guard number 6, he's just swinging his fists around. He can't hurt anybody. It's fine. We can leave.
I'm gonna.
We can leave him.
I am literally going to laugh if he like Ulrich Furies you and just like punches you off the ship.
We can leave him alive till the end. We're gonna go after guard 1.
I kind of want him to do that now.
Here we go.
Pulls off his chainmail. There's just like the fantasy version of Superman.
Jesus.
I've been there. I've been there a few sessions.
Oh yeah.
I felt that pain before. Where it's like,
All
look at
right.
my modifier. I keep missing. It's like, welp.
There we go.
Dev, what have you done? The brown dice are doing you no favors.
Round dice are shit. Who would have guessed?
Right, I'm gonna try the pink dice now. Right, that's still no good. Still no good. I guess I will swap to the bow, so I can use quick draw to just swap to the bow as a free action. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Range character do range bullshit. Go.
Yes. So if I have 2 attacks now, so with the rapid reload, I can.
You can just
shoot and
attack
then
your
shoot
number of
next.
attacks.
Okay. And can I aim for both of them or not?
An attack is half action.
So I would have to just.
If you want to aim, you would only be able to shoot once.
And of course, they're all in melee, so I would have a.
The thing
Oh.
is, I would argue just getting the 2 shots, statistically, you're more likely to hit than if you just do one with a little bit higher bonus.
Yeah, but if I can't aim, I get a 10%.
Yeah, but you're rolling twice.
Yes, but that takes it down to.
It's 2
31.
30%ers or 1 40%?
50%.
50 per aim and then minus 10 for melee.
Yeah, no, 60 for aim. Because I get plus 20 to aim.
Ah, yes, yes. So it's minus 50. Yep, that's correct. So either 2 30s or 150.
I mean, 6 doesn't. I would say it's roughly the same, so it's up to you.
I'll give it a go with the 2, but we'll see.
But if
So
it
I will
fails,
go.
get your
I'll
misery
blame
hands.
hands.
I
Obviously.
mean, just go. It's like, look at like how I've been doing it. It's like I've been usually missing one of my attacks and then hitting with the other.
Will definitely blame hands. His terrible advice. But I'm gonna try the 2 attacks. So that is the first one.
And you were shitting on the bow. And it was the head, too.
Alright, well,
So-
that's a hit.
This one. I do ignore 1 point of armor.
Yep. Alright. Yes, that hurt a fair bit. The second attack. A tale of 2 extremes. A 1 and a 65.
No,
It's
I would
not
say a
even
tale
an
of 2
extreme,
extremes
though.
would be a 1 and 100.
Yeah. It's like you hit him in the head and he hit Dev in the head.
And then she throws her
Oh.
bow over the side. The two extremes.
Right, so that's a target of 41, so that would have needed to have been, yeah, even with an aim, that would have been a miss. So, regardless, it wouldn't have made any difference whatsoever. Right? Either you roll a 1 or you don't hit with an aim. Like there's no difference here.
Take my 2 things off. Alright, I think that's me for that one.
All right. In a maddened berserk rage of fear, hatred, and anger, Mayo leaps into the middle of all of the enemies.
Now here's the
screaming
question,
all the
though.
way.
Which one does he target?
In his 3 attacks, we can target all of them just in a third tornado.
He's just spinning around like, where am I?
All right, he'll go for halberd 6, and that is a hit. Mayo only has 32 weapon skill. I wish he would stop this, because it kind of makes him seem a little too savage.
Look, he has fear on his side.
And of course it's Nulric's Fury. Right, against the fucking... Yeah, no, that's... Of course, why not?
Go,
Obviously.
Mayo.
All right.
We should scare him more often.
All right, 9, 10, 12. That's 22 damage. Right, okay.
I think he's probably dead.
It looks like it.
Okay, on new fan art.
Whammon. It's accurate, and this is my life now. We need a video game adaptation of this and a Netflix adaptation as well, where Karsnicka becomes black. All aboard the Gracie Camp Squeak.
Swaps the side of his cardboard taxi.
This bad boy has gone so many miles. He can teleport so many rats.
One at a time, though.
All right. Well, it is your turn. All you see on deck right now is a fine pinkish red mist.
I guess you have to go over and teleport Scrazzle over, because that seems to be your job.
Hold on,
You
I'm in
teleport
the
yourself over.
process of posting it. So Eber 2. There. Alright, what was I doing? Teleporting myself over there now? Fuck. Jeez.
That seems to be the reasonable thing to do.
I think the right thing to do is to cast Warp Storm. Like, no,
Teleport
Gibbs,
Puggles over there.
you monster.
That's when you somehow fuck it up and hit our ship and sink it. And then this has to be our new ship.
Start playing music as we sink. We don't have a band, though.
Gentlemen, it has been an honor to play with you.
So the rest of us go like, fuck no, shove him off the ship.
You're not even on the ship. You'd have to crawl back over, shove me off the ship, and then say fuck no, and then leave. That's quite a process. All right. We'll do Warp Lightning. Let me clear my throat. That guy right there, because he's dumb and nobody likes him.
I see no problems whatsoever with firing a warp lightning off at a wooden ship.
Me neither. I'm glad you concur with this assessment. Besides, it will, if it sinks, we can still recover the gear. It'll just be like 40 feet, 30 feet underwater, which isn't that bad.
Just like in Sea of Thieves, it all conveniently floats to the surface.
Well, I mean, it's a river. Let's see. Warp Lightning.
No, no doubles.
Oh.
Success.
Somehow.
Yeah, what do? I forgot. It's been so long since I've done this. Warp
Probably a damage
Lightning.
roll.
Yeah, but how does damage work for this again?
1d10 plus something.
Yeah, I
Missile
know
with
that.
magic damage of 5, so it's 1d10 plus 5. You also take 1 damage for overloading
damage.
yourself.
I take what damage from what? Oh, from a 1.
1 damage.
Yeah.
You take 1 point of damage for every 1 you roll on it.
All right, I pewed him. For 9 damage.
Puts him into critical. That's a 10. Okay.
Chat seems to be
Right.
upset that Mayo has been skipped, apparently. Is this true?
Mayo apparently only got 1 of his 3 attacks.
No, Mayo only has 1 attack.
I was gonna say if Mayo had 3 attacks, what the fuck?
That would be funny.
No, that's what Arch said.
No, I know that's what he said. It's just like I assumed that was gonna be a joke because he's only had 1 attack like all the other
Yes,
times.
Mayo ripped one poor halberdier to absolute shreds. And in the midst of this orgy of bloodletting and slaughterhousey nonsense, there now comes a green-tinged lightning bolt, striking another merchant guard in the chest, just evaporating him, just like a balloon.
Maybe we should just convert to corn because that seems to be the way.
This interrupts Mayo's own orgy of bloodletting just long enough to scare the shit out of him again, as he's still confused now there's loud noises.
Look, we need to scare him more often. He's quite effective when he's worried.
God, Mayo must be so fucking traumatized by all of this. Holy
How
shit.
can we weaponize this?
Clan Motor, that's how. Clan Motor has a industrialized fear.
Right, Merchant God Halberdier 2, your lot in life is very unfortunate.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think you would consider what we've done to the others to be something that it's like, yeah, I'd surrender these guys.
Right. Let's jump in the water.
Does Mayo get an
With
attack of
armor.
opportunity?
Mayo does get an attack opportunity.
Get him,
Alright.
Mayo. Get him.
We really actually should kill him, though.
That's
Exactly.
a 19. Okay.
We can take slaves.
Go on, Mayo.
Well, yeah, we just need to make sure he can't get away. That's the thing.
5 damage. Alright, that's not enough to kill him. He makes it away and jumps into the water. Begins frantically trying to take off his chainmail. So the blobs come.
Alright, we can both shoot him with lightning in the water and shoot him with the guns.
Oh, lightning in the water. That should be effective.
Zzz.
For all intents and purposes, the combat is over. The poor guy is he just wants to swim now.
No, we're
No,
killing
wait.
him.
I have a ranged weapon. I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
can't let
Can't
him
goes
kill
off
escape.
to
him.
the river side.
No
Just starts
witnesses.
using a sling
Yeah,
against him,
we
like,
can't really leave a witness.
Yep. Here we go. I'm going to sling a rock at him.
Man, this is the epiphany of cuntishness.
But
We're
we're
Skaven.
evil rats. This is like this type of combat, like what we're doing right now, is exactly how Skaven want to do things.
Dev, you
Completely
can walk
unfair.
on water and run at twice his run speed. You can just catch him.
Just stab him
But
in
he
the back
chooses
of the
not
head.
to.
He's
I mean,
like frantically swimming, and Dev just runs.
All
past
right, you know
him
what?
like,
Fine.
"Oh, no."
I'll cast the spell. Let's see if I can cast it this time. Okay, where's my spells? Spells. Buoyant passage.
Come on, Dev. Come on.
6. I need 2d10.
Come on.
You could just see if he'll surrender now, too. When he sees you walking on water, there's a good chance he might just give the fuck up.
I just barely fucking
Run,
got it.
Dev. Run.
What about the target number is 6, so you would have one more. You could have rolled less.
There we go.
Yep.
Dev is walking on water towards this poor guy now, trying to swim away.
Yeah, but I can't attack him in the same turn, can I?
That's cruel and
See
unusual.
if he surrenders.
Because you
Dev.
used your.
Talking's a free
I was
action.
gonna say you.
Well, we're.
Can I just-
technically
hold on, can I
out of
just jump
combat
on him?
now, so the rest
like-
of us are not.
Because I'm walking on water, I can easily hold him below the surface. So I'll just jump on him.
Stand on his back.
Exactly.
Well, before you decide to kill him, we should try to take him
No
as,
witnesses.
as a slave.
Nope, no witnesses. I'm standing right on him, Arch. That's the plan.
Okay, well,
Right
that's
on top. Oops, I moved the boat
not
instead.
really what we do.
Nope. He's just gonna drown.
Right, well, eventually the bubbles stop.
And there we go.
Man, you're all going to go to hell.
So rat heaven.
Here, can I come back in the
I'm
boat?
sure that Kyle already tried to send me there.
I mean, I'm willing to try it later. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
And hey, now we have 2 boats.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We can't pilot this boat and this one.
Yeah, the issue is this one's non-magical.
Had you
Ours
not
is.
straight up killed the guy, there was a possibility we could use the extra labor to control the boat, but not with 4.
Oh, don't worry, I can do it.
No, we can't.
I have navigation. I'll just sail.
No,
this
no,
thing.
no,
We're
no. What
scuttling
Kids is
the
saying, like,
boat.
you still need a minimum number of crew to like maneuver a ship.
Like, you gotta have them furl the sails, they gotta adjust the sails. Like, it's actually not an easy
Yeah.
process. Had you
How
let
many
me-
people do I need, Arch?
Had you let me finish before you murdered him. But we're scuttling
Kibbs.
the ship.
Nope, Arch. How many people do I need?
More.
We don't have enough here.
Yeah, you don't. So we're
Well,
scuttling
can't you
the
just
ship.
zip back and grab like a dozen slaves and bring them here?
No,
No,
we're
the
not.
issue is like they're gonna see this boat just chilling out somewhere. Like at this point, we scuttle the ship.
We can't have the boat. That boat has sailed, quite literally.
I mean, one guy
sunk.
wouldn't have made any difference then.
Actually, we still could use an extra slave, but it doesn't matter anymore. We're scuttling the ship. Take all the goods.
Okay, so what can we take from the ship, Arch? What do we what's there?
Okay, so the unloading the ship's going to be a little process of itself with just like the 5 of you. Mayo is too scared to help. He's just whimpering in a corner somewhere, crying. He doesn't have opposable thumbs either, so he wouldn't have been much help in carrying, to be fair. Let's see here. Roll perception, all of you.
Perception time. Let's see.
Oh.
Good roll.
Trending perception actually helped.
19. Not bad.
37.
As Disco rolls 2, and actually no. Oh no, those are different ones. Never mind. Yeah, it seems like we all, except for one person, noticed something.
All right. So you take a little while to begin with to furl up the sails, drop the anchor on your own boat, get settled. You pull over planks so that you can walk over instead of having to jump over to the ships, etc. And you begin to empty it out of its goods, so bringing them up through the stairs and up through the ladder. Now, a lot of the stuff down in the hold is heavy. Like there's huge packages, so you have to kind of take them one at a time. It's a fairly lengthy process. You do come across the ship's ledger in the captain's quarter as well, which shows you what's on board and gives you all of the information about the ship, owners, etc. The unload process, let's see here. How do we do that? Let's say strength. Whichever one with highest strength rolls a D100.
Well, that ain't me.
I
So like
don't
just a
have
strength
that.
roll.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's me who has the highest strength, right?
I would imagine.
What do you have?
so.
64.
Yep, that's you.
Bam.
Okay, that's a good amount of hustle. Gnarl carries like 4 packages at a time, 2 on his shoulders and 1 between his legs or something.
Look, you got to get your workout in somehow.
1 in his tail.
Can't skip
So-
tail day.
You managed to get over a lot of the cargo quite quickly. Over the course of about 2 hours, you carried over about 90% of everything that's on the ship. When you spot sails on the distant bend in a river.
Hold on. I want to take this catapult here.
That we cannot do in time if we're focusing on the cargo.
Yeah, no. Get the cargo, more important. We can build our own.
Because the thing is,
cannon.
like, we can turn that loot into like weapons for the ship.
Yes, and a warp lightning cannon, if we can save up for that, is way more valuable than a shitty little Maginot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do we dispose of the evidence here then?
We burn the boat.
I'm just gonna burn it.
I have to sink it. Sink you down to the bottom of the water. I mean, there's no
We don't
way
have
of
any-
disposing the evidence. There's fucking corpses floating in the water.
Well, they floated away by
Corpses are
now.
long gone. It's been 2
Yeah.
hours. They've been washed down the river.
Yeah, like it
Also,
doesn't.
the river sharks, if you remember.
They'll just think an
river
accident
sharks.
happened. We'll set the boat alight and
So-
something weird have happened.
So this this catapult, is it actually a catapult, or is it a cannon, or what is it?
It's a marginal.
It's a small mangonel. It's bolted
Mangonel.
to the
Actually,
to the
here's
deck,
a
and
question.
It is heavy.
What happened to the dark whispers we heard when we were fighting?
Oh, that was just Kyle being Kyle.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's just a spell byproduct.
Okay, no, I actually, I thought that was something else then. Okay,
No.
never mind.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's
I'm
like,
just Kyle being
did
trendy.
anyone else hear something strange?
He bends over, clutching his bandaged eye, like my
No, because
eye
I was just
itches."
writing some
Shut up,
notes
don't be
about the
cringe,
fight,
Arch.
and I remembered the dark whispers.
Kyle, act out the dark whispers. That'd be funny.
No.
My left
It's not
eye itches.
me
He
making
just
it.
like whispers like squeak, 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 squeak.
No,
like,
he wants
"Dang."
me to act out like my eye hurts because Arch is being a weeb and going about anime tropes. My
What you gonna do?
eye.
Is there any,
Powers.
Is there any black powder on the ship?
No, not that you can see.
I imagine if like we would have to actually like do. No, we had the like ledger. What did like just a quick glance over that? Did that say anything about what type of cargo?
It would, if any of you could read Reichspiel.
Heck.
Guess we have to wait another 6 months, boys.
Well, just search the ship for all the what's not bolted down, throw it on our ship, and then leave that ship, and we'll send her down to the bottom to sink.
Well, do you have any way of blowing it up? Like,
Yeah, I'll just show lightning at it, and it'll catch on fire.
you could also just light it on fire with like a match.
I don't
With-
think that would actually like,
With
start it
unlimited
on fire
time,
properly.
with unlimited time, because of how Arch ruled out the spells, like I can just set up a boom spell that'll blow it to little pieces.
Well, the thing is, he said that that ship was coming around the bend now, so it's like we have to be something now.
You could set up a ritual spell, like for in the future. You can tell me like, okay, I want a spell that does this, and then I'll tell you roughly how long it will take to cast. So you could do that, like an
What
actual
about a
boom
tiny
spell.
spell just to set the boat on fire?
Like right now, it takes you like 3 seconds to cast a warp lightning, and out of combat without the need to concentrate, etc. You could just smash the hull apart with warp lightning,
Okay.
because warp lightning is fucking damaging.
Yep. We'll
I would say
tear
yeah,
the
then
hull
just use
apart.
the warp lightning to do it.
It's less subtle because you're going to be there's going to be massive thunderclaps and light shows and stuff, but
Okay, who's gonna believe a bunch of
Well, couldn't we also
drunken
just, like,
slavers?
Can we also just light it up with any kind of fire? Like
That's
a
gonna take
match,
time.
flint?
That's gonna take a lot of time to.
Well, the
ignite
thing
that
is, when it
boat.
comes to actually burning a ship, like that actually takes a long time if it's
Yeah.
just a fire.
We just need to smash the hull up so it sends it down.
All right.
Get your little buzzy butt over here.
Can we turn the catapult onto the ship and just do it that way?
no.
Yeah, just like lob a, just
It's
launch
literally
a.
quicker for me to smash it apart with lightning.
So
Like,
what kind of ship
Yeah.
is coming though? Because we could murder them too.
Yeah, good
much?
idea. Yeah, you know what we'll do? Here, let's position ours like a bit ahead of this ship, so they'll think something like they won't see us because we'll be blocked by this ship, and then they'll come to inspect, and then we'll zip around and get them.
Hmm.
This is when it's like, oh, Carl Franz decided to come down this way. It's like, nope.
What happened here? And then Ratchet just appears behind
What
them.
is
in a
the
puff
ship
of
that's
smoke, like,
coming, Arch?
I do agree though. Like, what is the type of ship that's coming?
You'd have to wait until it gets closer
Yeah, no.
to be able to tell.
We
Smash the
could
hull.
send Dev running across the wall.
Hold on.
It is, for what you can see, it's at
Nope.
least a 2-master, so it would be larger than this cog.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
it would have a significant number of people. on it.
We're smashing the hull and we're leaving.
Well, if it is within line of sight, Kibbs can teleport us over there.
No,
One person at a time. That's the issue.
that's not going to be
Here.
worthwhile. Not
Hold
one
on,
person
Kibbs.
at a time.
No. Here's the plan. Okay, you summon your familiar, you teleport your familiar over there, and then
We
see
got a
what
bot in
happens to
chat.
him.
Hold on.
The issue is we would have to wait for the
Oh, you
familiar
got it.
to
Good
come
job,
back.
Disco.
Got it.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he would be instantly killed, and then Kibbs can resummon him and get information.
If it's just a rat, I don't know if they would just kill it rather than just throw it overboard.
A
Honest-
rat that appears in a poof of green smoke? Was probably.
It's not going to happen.
This is a plan if you want information quick.
Honestly,
No,
I want to take
the rat
my
would just say
victims by
there's-
surprise. I don't want us to jump an already alerted ship.
All right, so let's fuck this ship up then, and then sail off like into the bush or something.
Yeah, we'll go hide,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then we'll find another ship to do
Because
the
like
same
if
thing
it's like if it's a larger ship with 2 masts, like it's gonna have more than just like
Plus,
6
I kind of
guards.
want you guys to top off on your health before we go back at it. Just because you never know.
Yeah,
Has
Like we,
taken
we, like, we
pretty
got a
good
decent
shaving.
haul with just like our little skeleton crew getting like 90% of the cargo. That's a pretty good haul.
Yes.
all right. I guess let's get out of here then.
Snicket has learned patience when it comes to greed.
Mm, Now
Ever
I'm
since
suspicious.
that tale in the Dark Lands, I figured out that maybe some
ever since the bad times.
Snicket
right,
has
George.
experienced a little bit of character
Just-
regression and growth.
Or
Cosnick,
no,
are
better
you
yet.
sick?
As soon as Rat-a-tat says this, like George's meow, he's just reminded the Nyamasu. It's like, no, like, discretion, better part of valor. Yes, yes.
Yeah, pretty-
He has learned. He has grown as a character.
Not by much,
Who is
though.
this rat? What has he done with the boss rat?
All right. Yep. You smash apart the hull with a couple of bolts of warp lightning. Very soon, you see water begin to rush into the holes torn in the ship. This reawakens poor Mayo's PTSD, and you hear the screams and cries grow louder once more.
Nothing wrong with
Oh,
that.
poor Mayo.
Perfectly natural.
Okay,
And you
so
turn
bonus
the
scout.
ship. Puggles is like with Puggles' size and weight. I imagine he's just clinging desperately to like one of the handholds on the steering wheel, and then he just
Well-
shifts his weight to turn it left or right.
Well, he gets like dragged around by it, but somehow he's still controlling it. Like
He can only
"Everything's
turn it
fine."
180 degrees at a time.
Whee!
Laboriously climbs back onto the top of the wheel, spins it down again. Whoa. He's not the most trustworthy of captains, but he gets the job done. All right, you make it into the next bend on the river where you can seek cover. You do hear ship's bells ringing behind you, so clearly the ship has noticed, well, the ship's sinking in the middle of the river, but by the time you left, it was already halfway under the waves, so it's unlikely that they'll be able to gain any kind of real knowledge about what happened there.
No. Badness happened here. That's about it.
That's about it.
Terrible accident.
Terrible, terrible accident. Now, your hold is nice and stuffed. Like, you probably filled up about 80% of your capacity or something. Because you're not really a merchant ship, so quite much as them. You've stuffed packages and barrels and bundles of cloth into every area you could find, more or less. Any more than this, and you'll be storing it on deck and screwing with your seaworthiness quite horrifyingly. It's a rich haul, though. You'll have to get to a merchant to figure out just how good, but a lot of the things you got were bundles of cloth, and that tends to be rather valuable, including one very tightly secured container that was buried almost near the back and bottom of the ship, which, when you opened, you saw sparkling, beautiful cloth, silk, from faraway Cathay. That is undoubtedly going to be quite the catch.
Nice. Wonderful
Can
silk from
I
Okay.
try and evaluate?
You can,
If you have
yeah.
the skill.
I do.
So, with this, I think we can actually have something we can negotiate with not vampire
Roll
lady.
that.
Scrassel turns to Kyle and goes, "Asswipe."
No,
Come on.
or trade.
Fancy
For
asswipe.
goodness sake.
Really fancy asswipe.
and
Like,
thus
you're
it was covered
pretending you
in
know what you're
shit.
talking about. You pick up like a bundle and you show like the little glitters in the fabric. You know, the glitters rub up on your butt cheeks, and they like that.
Rats don't have butt cheeks. He's like, but humans do.
It makes their assholes all sparkly.
Cancel is very fancy. Toilet paper.
Like, feel how soft it is. It will be gentle on your anus. All right. Well, you guys and your new shipment of luxury toilet paper can go on your usual business. You might want to stay hidden in your current location for until night before moving on, just in case.
Stowing boat goods. No, and
Hurry
it sounds
up,
like we.
hands. Come on, hands. Write it faster, hands.
I did as I was typing it.
Good
Where
go.
have you put it? Because make sure you write that it is luxury toilet paper.
I just put stolen boat goods.
Luxurious asswife.
Yes, when we go to negotiate with that vampire lady,
That's
I'll
what
tell
we're
her
gonna
that.
have to stop
be
trying
like,
to sell it
"Look at
as
this."
rest for wiping us.
Delicate on the cheeks.
So
Just looks at him
smooth.
like, what
You
the
see,
hell?
this is when like he rolls like weird quirks that she has, and like one of them is that yes, she does use silk for that, and she's like, oh yes, I agree.
Oh
She's like,
no.
oh, they must be very rich if they if they wipe their ass with this stuff.
I do like my bum wiped clean with her fine silk linen.
Like wiping your ass with a cloud, yes.
It's like what God does. But,
Most
wipe my ass
luxurious.
with this here fucking big old cloud. Then the cloud cries. That's why it rains. I
we go.
understand everything now.
The mysteries of the cosmos. Right. Does anyone want to stand guard in the darker hours of the night?
Thank
mean,
God. I
yes.
thought we were all sleeping on the boat anyway because it has better. We haven't been going into the tunnels.
No, you're not back home yet. That's why.
I think if we're not
Mm.
at our warren, I would like just assume that we're doing the normal like camp watch thing, except on the boat.
Yep.
All right. Oh, goody. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, I said. Calm down.
We're all waiting with bated breath.
We're still waiting.
Ajar's just like, pay no attention to man behind curtain, making second combat map.
She quickly scribbles like. Do we need to roll to look around?
God has abandoned us.
Watch.exe has stopped responding.
It never worked in the first place. Damn.
The truth is, it was broken from the start.
Damn. Based and true.
Why
You
does
must be
everything
making another
break?
compound math. I saw a dice roll and then
Then people
Watch
saying,
stopped
wait,
responding. Wait,
hold.
wait.
Wait until the map
Hold.
loads, wait.
Kyle, draw some more fan art.
Yeah, Kyle.
Me draw
paint
again?
out. Yeah, get paint out.
My large drawing tablet's to my left. And I have nothing hooked up to that. That's been sitting unplugged for a
Get
long
paint
time.
out. Draw some stick rats.
A long time. Fuck no, I'm not gonna draw in paint. I'm not that autistic. Only really autistic
I'm
people
not
can draw good in
that
paint.
autistic.
I know some fantastic pixel artists that work in paint, and it's incredible, but it's like, fuck paint. No, thank you.
Basic paint is such a pain in the ass to use.
But there's so many good artists that use it. It's kind of insane. Well, not so many. There's a couple.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think they do it
no.
for the challenge of it, if anything.
I wouldn't.
Like,
use
the
paint. But
Big
Kyle
thing like I
should.
would use paint for
Doesn't have
is
any
like
tools.
I need to like quickly cut out like something from a picture to just crop that.
See, I just use Clip Studio, which I have on my desktop. That's my old drawing program. Used to be Manga Studio, but they changed their name.
I really struggle to do digital drawing.
It took a while to get used to.
Vector art.
I was really good at like pen and just doing drawing and stuff like that. And then I was like, I'm gonna try digital. And I'm like, I'm retarded now. I can't draw anything.
I actually got a drawing tablet, and I'm just like, I can't have it on the screen, but be drawing on the tablet in a different place. My brain just can't put the two things together.
Yeah, so that's why I bought the big giant like Wacom with like the proper screen, because I'm like, I'm gonna draw this. And
I
I'm
would
like,
like them with no screen.
that's so nice, honestly. Like, I'll never be able to go back to like the tablet and you're like looking up. Like, I just
Yeah, I can't put the two things together. Like I'm drawing on the tablet, and it's not doing what I want on the screen.
my brain don't understand.
Couldn't figure no. I could just about write my name on it.
there we are.
Have you started responding again, Art? No,
As
that's okay.
Disco does her watch, you see a pair of tattered sails on the horizon.
Is the Pirates of the Caribbean theme playing?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Ah, I see a map called Strange. I wonder where we're gonna be
I'm
going
gonna
soon.
wakes the others up and be like,
You best believe
Ship.
those stories. We in one
Ship.
now.
Passing by your hidey hole is what appears to be a rotten hulk of a ship, glowing a bright green luminescence.
It's a vampire ship. Wow,
Let's
it's
board it. Let's
real
go.
Original.
Yeehaw.
green boat.
Oh, Dev, if you only knew how terrifying vampires were in this game.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. If there's actually a vampire
Let's do it.
on there, no.
Nope, let's do it.
You think the Chaos Warlord was bad? Or sorry, Chaos Warrior,
Well-
not Warlord.
Well, how about this? It's in the middle of the night, right? So could I actually do a sneaky sneak on this one?
Yeah, you go ahead and sneak. We'll stay over
The thing
here.
is, vampires have dark vision.
Listen,
You can
Assuming
also
it's even a
see
vampire.
the
quiet. If Dev
threatening.
wants to do it, let Dev do it.
Sure. You can
Devil's
also see the
Advocate.
threatening barrels of at least 5 large caliber guns on the side.
Sure, but I can walk on water. I have sticky paws. I can just climb up the side of the ship, no problem.
Well, first thing I do is I muffle all the lanterns, as in douse them.
I would assume they weren't even on in the first place.
But just
Yeah,
in
there's only
case,
one
if they
on.
are on, they're doused extra with urine.
Just got
Scared urine.
It's on
Yes.
all the-
Musketeer
As
fear,
Karstic
yes,
is going
yes.
around peeing on all the like not lit things, it's like just make sure.
Just making sure.
Yeah, it's like you scared? No.
Just nervous bladder, yes. Oh yes, that
So,
that
do you-
sounds.
do you- Do you guys actually want me to sneak over?
I have no like
Yes, go
issues
ahead.
with like seeing.
But the
it,
minute
yeah.
you see anything super duper spooky, and that's
if
gonna
you see
try to get
glowing
you,
eyes staring directly at you,
turn around.
Do not lead them back here.
Yeah, take the long path around.
yes, you fuck up, you run other way.
Yeah, the minute that I see anything, I'll just leap off the side of the boat and run.
Other way, yes.
Just go have her bow drawn as he's running back, shoots him, and he just flops in the water dead. like we couldn't take any
As Karstic
risks.
just like leans over to Scrazzo. Aim for legs.
It's for legs. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
so I guess do I have to roll? I mean, I can just cast it because we're out of combat,
Yes.
and I'll roll silent move then.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you also have that spell that increases your movement speed as well?
I'll cast all the spells.
I mean, literally, why not if we're out of combat?
Yep,
Literally, why not?
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Bling.
Yeah. To delete Dev's character sheet.
Black armor. With maces.
They're vampires. Look at their profile. Arch, you have an
No,
obsession with
no,
VPs.
remember, as established with the not vampire, vampires.
They're not vampires, kid. You need to stop
Right.
guessing all my plot hooks.
Dev is over there. Small, scared, and alone. The ship is enormous. Like, it is a full-on two-master warship. And you can just see some figures moving around on deck. Most of the operations of the ship seems to be occurring via magical means. Like, you can see the ropes tighten and loosen without anyone touching them. And the black armored figures they look like knights. Like, they are wearing near full plate armor, and yet they are walking as if it does not impede them at all. And they are carrying large two-handed maces on their shoulders.
Is it actually plain armor, or is there any iconography on it? Or can you not see that?
It's pitch black. Like, it's the only reason you can even see it almost is because Skaven dark vision. Like, a normal human would probably not even be able to see them in the dark of night like this.
Fair enough.
So, are any of these cannons below deck, or are they all on top?
These are on the top of the deck. There is also a floor underneath them with cannon ports as well.
So there's
right.
more than 5 cannons on each side.
Potentially.
So you were
Can
wrong.
I can I like if I get close to the ship, I'll be like underneath it. They won't be able to easily see me unless they literally peer over the ship, right? Over the side? Yeah, so
Well-
for example, if I were to run here, for example, they wouldn't be able they could see me approach possibly, but once I was there, they couldn't see me unless they looked over the edge of the ship.
Presuming it's
It'd
a
be best if
normal
they
ship,
didn't
yeah.
see you approach.
Yeah,
You
assuming
lead
they
them
don't have
back-
like
You lead them back, I will shoot you.
yeah, assuming they don't have like a detect life going or something like
Also-
that.
Dev, you probably can crawl through in one of those cannon ports on the second deck below.
That's what
Very
I'm going to do. So let's here. I'll run as quick as I can up to the very edge of the ship, and I'll look up and see if anyone comes to peek over and notice me.
All right. Dev will be running like a small scouty child thing, which is undoubtedly going to get murdered very soon. His broken body scattered. All right, so let's see. Your silent move was 2 degrees of success. You hear the tramping of the black armored soldiers on deck, but you do not hear a rush of boots approaching you or anything like that. So your best guess would be that they have not detected you.
All right. So if that's the case, I'm going to run over to one of the lower ports and take a look inside.
You demand an awful lot of your GM, you know that?
He's like, I just expected you to look on the top deck.
Let's see.
Because he went to all the effort to hide the back of the ship.
Have I set this one up properly? I actually have. I'm almost impressed with myself sometimes. All right. Images. Deck. All right. That's you can open the deck one now. We're getting awfully close to the limit where Kyle just starts disconnecting.
Quiet, Blondie. Don't jinx it.
It seems like mine's still loading. There's a big question mark.
I would imagine so, yes.
I guess we'll just wait a bit.
Waiting for the sun to rise. Waiting for the sun to rise on Dev.
Can anybody else see it, or is it just me who can't see it? Or can all of us not see it?
I still see the question mark even if I click on you.
Yep.
To be fair, this is a fairly detailed scene, so I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a little while.
Oh, something just loaded in, but I can't. Okay, hold on. I see the little port, so if I move here, it'll actually show me what's inside.
Well,
So I'll just peek in. Oh, and there's skeletons and zombies.
ghouls, actually, if you remember.
He's
Ghouls,
nothing.
actually, yes. Clinging to the side of the ship like the creepy little spider thing you are now. You peek inside of the ship. It looks like just rotten planking. There should be no way this fucking thing would float. As you can even feel the like waterlogged quality of the wood under your paws as you cling to it. It's really difficult to cling onto it, and you get the disturbing sensation that you're not clinging onto a ship at all, but rather something alive.
All right.
On the
But
lower decks, you see ghouls going about their business, and some skeletons just standing there.
Well, I have a feeling we can't just take this thing.
No. Especially if there's one of those things right there.
Whatever that
Undead
is.
Teutonic Knight. With the chain thingy.
As you look in, you see another humanoid shape walk into view. This one too is wearing heavy armor with a full face-covering helmet, and the horns of his helmet are covered in intestines, dripping human blood down onto him as he moves.
Well, I guess it's time to just fucking run, isn't it? Because I highly doubt I can sneak in here and take anything.
No, I don't think you could sneak in there and take something. Like, the best you could do is like get an idea of like the rough layout of the ship by looking through the little ports. But I don't
Yeah.
think you're going to be able. Even if you could sneak onto the ship, okay, if they spot you, they're undead. Undead run fast. Or at least I remember the ghouls being able to run a
Yeah.
decent amount.
So I guess if nothing happens here, I'll just kind of slip around and keep looking through.
Because the only other thing I would be kind of curious about is who's driving this thing? But that's more meta thing.
Yeah.
Right. Dev, as you continue climbing on the outside of the ship, you feel a shudder run through it, as if the wood quakes under your paws. This is getting awfully close to furry fanfic. I don't like it.
I imagine his facial expression is the one on his token right now.
Are the guys inside reacting at all?
They are. The knight stops completely still in his treads and begins turning towards the port window. You see him drop to the floor, a sharpened sickle at the end of a long chain. And as he's staring right at you, he begins to swing it in the air.
I think now is the time to GTFO.
I'm running out. Peace.
As you
fast
leap
as
off
possible.
the ship, you hear a loud thunk behind you as the sickle impacts on the wall right where your head was a second earlier.
Fucking full
Right.
plate ninja horseshit.
I'm just running away into the night. And yes, I'll take the long way home.
Long way home.
That
wouldn't
is
that
a
be
good
something?
way
Just like,
to not get like sniped by arrows on your way back in.
yeah, wouldn't that be something? Just an entire like little like detachment of just ninjas in full plate.
All right. Well, you run. You've done your speed up thing. How the fuck fast does that make you again?
Isn't it like 100 and something that we like
Yes.
figured out last time? Like if he's actually
It's-
running.
It's +2 to his movement speed, which would be what now? That would mean his movement speed was 8, I think.
Where's movement?
Go to combat. At the very bottom.
Yeah, man. Combat move is 14. Charge moves 28. Run moves 42.
Swift Scamper is indeed +2, so that would put your movement at 8 for that, which would put your movement speed at what? Let me actually check. 8. 54
worst case-
yards
Okay, 54.
per turn.
Hey, that's pretty fast.
So you're running like 50 yards per 3 seconds.
Yep. So I assume they're not going to be able to do anything to me. I just get away.
The ship has a brief pulse of green light as you scamper off into the distance, and you can hear the creaking as the gun ports are opened. But before they have a chance to fire, you disappear off into the shoreline in the woods. Anyone slower than you would have been rolling a lot of damage dice right now.
Well, there we go. No problem.
Right. Hour or so later, Ratata returns to your ship, smelling heavily with the stink of Kyle's urine, but otherwise intact.
What you see? What was ship?
Ghost ship. Full of skeletons and zombies and how would I describe the guys in armor?
I don't know.
I guess you would just call them
like.
like armored clan like man things.
Death Knights?
I mean, sure, I guess that's a
Armored
word you could use.
class man things sounds scary.
Death Knight sounds scarier, I agree.
Yeah.
Anything else?
The ship was alive.
Looked like wood.
No, it was alive.
Alive, Squeak?
It looked like wood. How would live?
Yeah, stupid.
You mean like
paranoid.
steel tree tree?
I'll just shrug and go, I don't know. I don't know, Squeak.
Did
You
did
see
get
who
hit on
control
head?
Listen. Ship magic.
Even Mayo is kind of like skeptical now. He's looking at you like, "What?"
Maybe he had few shrooms on way back.
Okay, here. We'll go and see it then. Let's start the ship up and we'll go. And get completely fucked.
You see who driving boat?
No, but seemed like magic. Squeak.
Maybe we should look at the
Mm.
magic rat.
Ship
Karsnik is-
seems
can-
very
can we-
old. Couldn't sail normally.
Can we be discriminatory in magic types and based off the color, guesstimate what type of magic was animating it? I'm pretty sure we can guess, but like in character.
That's some World of Warcraft logic right there.
Yes, I am being racist when it comes to magic. Yes, I am a magicist.
Well, the mage might know something about that, depending on a knowledge roll. An
Yeah,
intro.
Party
Gibbs
turns to
awful
Karsnik.
quiet.
Turns out Karsnicket was sleeping the whole time. Like, what?
Turns to
Alright, I'll
the
I'll
magic
kick
rat.
I'll
White rat.
kick
What
Kibbs
green,
That was
away.
a
green magic
joke.
mean?
Academic knowledge, magic, I would assume.
Yes.
Actually, do I have that
figure it
yet?
out. You might.
Because
I
yeah, 'cause
hope
I'm a
so.
sorcerer.
I hope you have
I
it.
think it's time for you to roll your fate.
I think it's time to use the fate.
Carl's like, is good magic. Friendly magic.
Very spicy magic. There we go. Got it.
Okay.
Let me just mark
Right.
off fate.
You start thinking like green. Yes, potent healing magic, and then you go, wait,
Wait, wrong universe. Sorry.
that would be weird.
Potent healing magic is weak.
It you know as much that something like this, like animating a ship to move despite to sink and it's occupied by ghouls and skeletons and undead looking shit, that's high level necromantic magic. That's not something that your average cave dwelling necromancer would pull off.
Okie doke. So if I ever see it again, we will never fuck with it. Okay, I'll explain to the lesser rats, the browner ones. I'll be like, it is very powerful, Squeak, beyond our comprehension.
Powerful juju.
Powerful juju, Squeak. We'll not
Run
fuck
off
with
money
it
then?
ever again. And then goes back to sleep.
Karsnik is like, don't want to mess with it. Me take nap now.
Very powerful. Let's not fuck with it. Time for bed.
Competition is good, even amongst river pirates. Leave alone.
Yep.
Yeah, must not harm delicate underworld river raiding economy. Yes, yes.
They have just as much right to live river as we do, Squeak. Ah, it's good to see that honor is not dead even amongst thieves.
It's like, how very libertarian of you.
Very libertarian. Oh Christ.
So I assume it's leaving now.
Yes, it's been leaving for a while. Like by the time Dev came back, it's been around the bend.
Good.
It has been a scary night.
There's only a small puddle of pee under my feet. And I blame Mayo.
Chat suggests we create the iceberg aircraft carrier.
That sounds like it's going to require some time and resources, which we don't have right now.
I think that was the reason why they didn't do it in real life as well. It's like, that sounds stupid.
It's a good job, intern, but
It's like it's a fascinating idea. However,
a few minor problems with development project.
hey, it could have worked to some extent.
If you're going to say things could have worked, many ideas could work. Doesn't mean it's a good idea.
No, it does not. But let's
All
put
right.
millions of dollars into the thing as it slowly melts.
Yeah, it sounds like danger is past, and there's no real thing coming to get us right now.
Not at the moment. You are safe.
How is the rest of the night?
Probably
Well-
uneventful by comparison.
By comparison, yes. Sleep is difficult as Mayo is still working through his ever increasing list of post-traumatic stress disorders, but otherwise everything is fine. Poor Mayo. He just wanted to live a calm and happy life.
No, he didn't. He was scratching at the side of the
I
boat.
remember how we got him. He was about to gnaw his owner's hand.
Minor insignificant details.
By Mayo's recollection, a calm and peaceful life.
By Mayo's recollection, yes. As far as Mayo's is concerned, he had never done anything wrong. Right, morning comes. You can make your way back to your home if you so wish.
And heal up 4 wounds if you took any damage.
Yes.
Well, I suppose we'll keep heading back then.
All right. Yep, you make it back easily in time with your magical bullshit engines. Puggles cost you a few hours as he keeps spinning on the wheel and taking you out of course here and there, but what do you expect? He weighs like 300 grams at most. Like, the wheel is heavier than he is.
Should be fine. That's just the times where he does a full swing around the wheel and he's like, "Rah!"
And looks around nervously. Nobody saw that, right?
As we just adjust back on course. It's like, no crashing for you.
Not
But
this
sure
time.
counts for me. All right. You slip back into your secret docking place, and you are, of course, immediately surrounded by your adoring masses clamoring for their piece of the booty.
We worked hard to help you get loot. It's like,
Mhm.
Looks around. Look at all we have built. The hole in the ground.
I guess we need to decide where we want to put the stuff for now until we can
honestly,
get the luxury toilet paper.
I would say for now, we can leave it on the boat, because now that we actually have valuable trade goods, and more than just worth of like 15 gold, we
Mhm.
have something that we can present to smuggler lady and say, we have a business proposition for you.
I suppose it depends if we want to raid again before we get.
I don't think we actually have
The
room
pirates.
to keep another raid or
Well,
haul
that's
from a raid.
what I'm saying. Like, we would have to unload the boat into the base if we did.
You can see the clan rats visibly nodding their heads as you think of this. Yes, we'll take good care of Squeak.
Yes.
You fuckers.
We'll protect with our lives.
As fellow Skaven, you full of shit.
The clan rat looks deeply hurt. I mean, to be fair, if you left it in like a special, you had them dig out a special room and had the stormwomen guard them, only a minor quantity might disappear via natural, erosion.
All of a sudden-
touched ours paper.
All of a sudden, the storm room and it's like, I don't remember you having those shoes.
Brand new Nikes.
Exactly.
Fancy toilet paper, not for
Donation
you.
from family. Yes. Your family hated you. Change of heart, they did.
That would be lovely, yes. But keeping it on your boat would be entirely safe, because the boat's fucking creepy, especially the Puggle sitting next to the rudder as well.
I guess we keep it on the boat then.
All right.
Yeah, because
But
my
yes,
plan is basically use that for the introduction, and then since she's a rich person, it's like, silk. That's worth a bit.
This
After we
is
try and sell it to her as luxury toilet cloth.
this is a significant haul. Like this is a lot of money. You don't know how much, but you know this is quite a lot of cash.
By our hyper-intelligent rat estimate, it's worth a shit ton.
Yes. Worth lots. All right. Honestly, that's more or less everything I had prepared for today. You could chat to the lady if you so wish, but I have no further adventures beyond that.
We might want to save that for the next time in that case, because then we can do the whole episode themed around her.
Yeah, that way we can
Yeah.
focus on the introduction rather than
Just show up
trying
and be
to
like,
quickly.
try
Well, the thing we're gonna have to eventually just show up like on their doorstep anyway. But if we have like just something to say, it's like we want to become business partners.
We still need to take a human alive that we can sort of turn into an actual, like, talkie agent to go do our bidding in the human
Even
affairs.
with, I agree, but considering where we're based, that should be someone who knows Kislevet.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, ideally, what you would want is like contacts in every port of call you're going to frequent.
Yes, we
Like
do want
an
more
agent.
contacts. The more people we can make contact with, the better. Because we don't want to actually do this ourselves. In fact, doing this ourselves
No.
is kind of shit.
Well, we can guarantee at least certain things. Yeah, I'll
It
put
might
it
be
that
more
way.
prudent to procrastinate that in the next start of the next episode and focus on getting a contact.
Well, at least for here, like I have an idea for who our contact is here. But would you say that Beachhofen would be the other place you would want to get a contact?
Beckhofen? But yes.
It's
Back
just
off.
called Beachhofen now.
Yes,
But not just
Beachhofen.
Beckhofen. Every port.
Well, yeah, but we have to start somewhere.
We should start with neighboring ports, and starting with this, the home port first. We
Yes,
want a
but such
human
agents would
proxy.
be very useful. They could give you access to local rumors. They could show you ways into the city. All kinds of useful stuff. And humans are remarkably faithless creatures. So a gold here, a gold there buys a lot of loyalty.
We had
Yeah, which
Jamaica
is why
go-
I wanted the hall first.
Yep. This sounds like something that resembles a plan.
But not quite. He's like, what? No.
Mm. Okay, so we'll make contact with her next turn and then go to Beckhofen, Beachhofen. Beach
Beckhofen.
place.
You had it right the
Beachhofen.
first time.
It's just a massive hippie colony with surfer dudes everywhere.
This is canon now.
Radical. As they do like little fucking flips on their board.
There's the reason the people
No.
of the Empire hate them.
They're insufferable, I tell you. Insufferable. Oh, that would be mildly funny.
Well then, sounds like we
Alright.
have a basic plan.
That sounds like a deal. In other news, I have to mention this because it's too goddamn fucking funny. In Australia, it is now illegal to wear masks, whilst it is also illegal to not wear masks because of the pandemic and because of the
Beautiful.
riots.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I guess since
Really?
we're
Like, is there a source on that, or is that just like a joke, or is that real?
Yes.
I'm
Yes, that's
imagining it's
real.
from a news outlet.
Yes. If offenders wear a mask to conceal their identity or as protection from crowd-controlled substances such as Caspian foam, that's now punishable by 15 years of jail sentence in Australia. Whilst it's also, of course, illegal to be outside without a mask.
That's one of those laws that's just designed to screw over people.
So
Yes.
I guess they just need to do what. Maybe that's why people wear the mask with the nose sticking out the top.
I mean, this seems like something that would be simple to solve, in my opinion. Just stop pepper spraying people.
No, they need to pepper spray the grannies because they have to keep them safe.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the
This is
logical
for your
step.
health. Shh.
Calm
How
down,
about
Granny.
you stop caring about my health, please?
Since it seems we're at the end of the session, how much XP?
Right, so 100 XP is the usual session XP, as always, and that was 6 guards, including the one who died due to extenuating circumstances, with his lungs filling with water instead of air. So that's even 200, let's say.
Okay. Since they actually were proper guards.
Yes.
May not have seemed like it, but they were proper guards.
And it was a successful boarding operation too.
It was. Oh, like wild success.
A skitter leap a fire ship in front of the ghost ship. How do you know it won't just pass through the fire ships though? I'm like, oh. All right, I'll begin going through the super chats then. I think we were just about at Dev's time to run away, anyways.
It's about nearing normal session end time.
Yep. I'm
Okay,
just gonna do my levels up and then I'll probably go.
We can
Dev was a
dispose
little
of
bit
the
more
Dev.
active today. He can have a little bit of a head pat.
No bald
That's small.
spot
I
yet,
think he even
but soon.
squeaked.
He did.
I think he squeaked at Hans and I.
Careful, you.
In a very dispassionate way, though. Like he just says "squeak" like a word,
Squeak.
but it's a start.
Squeak.
Luke Jones says, after reading through Gotrek and Felix, I am disappointed in the lack of I resist the urge to squirt the Musk of Fear. If I can insert that somewhere to every celebrity autobiograph, I would. That is true. Like, Kyle should be squirting the Musk of Fear, and you should elaborate when he does it.
I mean, I did. Today, even.
Yeah, but you just peed on it. And I squirt on the lanterns.
It makes like a fucking diarrhea noise. That's
Their
disgusting.
diary. Today I saw a ghost ship. I remained calm and squirted on the lanterns.
In an
And I
orderly
used our
fashion.
new luxury butt wipe cloth to clean up.
No, I don't want to
Bring
waste
that
that.
to
That's
the
too
meeting.
valuable. That's too...
It's soiled and everything. You hold that up to the not vampire lady. Look, quality butt wipe. What's that stink? Nothing.
It's nothing.
May I have tested product?
A lot of the games says, hello, Scottish and Irish people are the same thing. Oh, Disco has been
Remove.
fired at.
Disco enjoys being bullied by chat, by the way.
It does look like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just notice the
Right.
silence.
Who said that? Let me see. Let me just find them in the chat. Let me give them
Run,
back.
Lord of Gates. Run, run.
Let me just find them.
Lord of the Gaze is always giving you shit, though, Disco. Like, that's nothing new. Kind of what he does. At least it's not Desert
New
Hamsters.
River says, in case of emergency, break glass and squeeze puggles. What kind of emergency would that solve, though?
Panic attack. There you go.
The ship not moving.
He's like a stress ball. You just grab him and you squeeze him like, oh, that relaxes me. Look at his eyes pop out. A Lord of the Games asks, Disco, are you a butt or breast person?
I mean, I have both.
That wasn't
Yeah,
the
but what are you
question.
into though?
Yeah. That wasn't that a question.
What do you mean, what am I into? I'm not a lesbian.
Yeah, but man,
Lord
do
of
you
the
like
Gaze
their
begs to
breasts or
differ.
butts?
I mean, men really shouldn't have breasts.
Have you seen Arnold
Okay,
Schwarzenegger
fine.
from the 80s?
Then
Have you
So
seen-
I guess I'm gonna say butt because I don't want to encourage men with breasts.
also, listen, it's 2021. Everybody's supposed to be
I
bisexual
don't
nowadays.
want to encourage men to have breasts.
Everybody's bi nowadays, Discordia.
Don't project onto me, Dev.
Disco's getting defensive. Oh my god.
A little bit of man tit is nothing to be ashamed of.
Get those man milkies.
Don't ever do that again.
Man milkies. Burger King foot lettuce. That was a fun, good old times. Those people got fired, by the way. That was funny.
Black 1917, Squeck and Hail Arch Christ, our fluffy Lord and Savior. Also, hi Hans, hi Dev, hi Disco, how's Kitty? Rawr, rat power.
Katie was trying to open the window during that. He was like climbing up the window, trying to like open the handle. He's a bad
Nice.
boy.
He wishes to go outside. And Lord of the Gay says 200 people watching, but I don't see 200 likes. Oh, we are 200 likes now, but now we need 300 likes, so 100 more.
It is 6, so I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Traitor.
Traitor. Whore. Scoundrel. Dog. I've warmed to the word dog as an insult these days. My Islamification is progressing nicely.
Why? The doggos are all good boys.
Yeah, but they're also kind
Why
of dirty.
would you use that as an insult?
Because God wills it. A lot of the games also says, who was the jerk that left a dislike? Shame on you. Ah,
There
well,
should
I
be
know who
more
that
now.
was.
Who was that person?
I know exactly who that was now.
I thought it was
Who
Kyle.
was it?
Uh,
Because it wasn't me. No, you go.
I'm gonna have to make a second video on the god-awful drama in the Games Workshop community right now, because I have received so many fucking messages today showing me a
Mm.
certain someone's server, and Jesus
Good.
Christ.
Good. The fact that their life is burning pleases me greatly. That's karma. You gotta enjoy somebody else's suffering once in a while, though. Is it true? Yes.
Like,
Arch's
it's
"Oh
not
my
even
God."
suffering, it's...
No.
I
It's
swear to God.
cancer. I know. I'm just trying to lighten up the mood, Arch. Come on, let's not be so glum, Christ's sake.
Like, the ones I've been sent to is, might as well name and shame at this point, I guess. Everyone knows about it already. But the Discord server of Alexis, where she is literally whining about how everyone else is so terrible. Like, oh, I just doxed someone. Oh.
I almost ruined somebody's life. And
Oh,
maybe
and she
did.
contacted Games Workshop too, by the way.
Never mind. I ruined somebody's life
Yes.
permanently. Also,
And
that
now people are attacking me for it.
But why
How
are people
very
so mean
toxic.
to me? Maybe. 'cause
honestly,
you
whatever
did
that
something dickish?
thing that man gets, honestly, is deserved at this point. Absolute cowardice.
I also happen across another series of DMs that she leaked too, where another content creator is trying to kiss up to her. Like, we're fellow leftists, right? Can't we be friends? I'll wave to you at the next convention. And she's just like, piss off. I was like,
Why do you
and
keep
the
saying
best part too
she?
is because it's YouTube and I'm legally required to if I want to keep my
As a
fucking
guest, I
channel.
have leeway over here now. Protected.
And this person has the balls to go like, technically, we're even like in the same business as that filthy Arch. And I'm like, I wouldn't treat you as badly as this person you're sucking up to. Like, if I define myself by my enemies, man, I am the hero in this equation.
Honestly,
Yeah, but you're blonde Nazi man.
well, there's
So
something.
you are bad.
There's a problem with Arch. Okay, Arch is being a little bit of a liar right now. He's not talking about how he's such a little bitch boy. Arch is always too nice. I tell them this all the time. There are people that I'm like, dude, just piss on him, and he's like, no, I gotta treat them fairly and equitably. I'm like, gay. Fucking Barch, always the fucking gentleman. Why? It's more fun when you just urinate on him. I'm just telling you.
I'll have to. Yeah.
Arch always
I
has
know.
the high
I
ground.
wanna. I'm probably just gonna do a little bit of a drama video on this because it's just like, okay, this is just shitty behavior now.
You should, purely because, number one, like, while I personally hate drama, this is so bad. It's actually, like, I've seen some of this shit. Like, it's so bad to the fucking point where, like, this person is so toxic to the community that something has to actually be done about it. At least, at the very least, people need to be aware of it, because the fact that this thing is willing to leak your private information freely, willingly, and wants to be cheered for it, despite the fact that they came to you in confidentiality and you have no fucking spine, you have no honor, that you just leak it like that. Yeah, no. They are not trustworthy. They can't be trusted. And like in any other case, if they were just a dick or a douchebag, like, I'd say whatever, just ignore them. But this is so toxic. This is so hostile. This is actually dangerous because it's putting somebody's life and livelihood at risk for their own personal gain. it's beyond all reason now. Something has to be done about it. So you should draw attention to it so that the greater whole of the community can be made aware of it. Well, if you look at it the bright side, it's the only thing in the Warhammer community that's been this rancid. I mean, sure, there's a lot of rancid shit behind the scenes, but...
And it's always on the fucking left.
Look,
Always on the
ignoring the one common denominator.
like the constant common denominator. Who are the bad people? Oh, look. Oh, well. Anywho, I'm not going to get dragged on the sidetrack of that for now. Black1917 asks, how dare you dislike the video, Kyle? And Lord of the Gaze rings in with, Kyle is just jealous.
I pulled
Kyle,
it up
why did you
and
do it?
I showed that I had liked it and there was a dislike there. I've already debunked these claims.
I don't believe him.
I believe me. It's in the VOD.
I don't believe him.
Such
Women.
evidence can be fabricated.
Women! Oh no. Time to dox Disco.
Lord of the Gaze also asks, Kyle, can you do an ASMR stream where you're eating dry food without water so that we can enjoy the sound of you choking?
He doesn't. He
I don't
doesn't
need
even need
water.
the dry food.
I don't even need
I don't.
water. I'll just choke him out.
Sometimes he just chokes on the air.
Yeah.
He'll just be like,
No,
It's
not
like,
the
Kyle,
air.
what are you
It's
even
my own
choking
spit.
on?
It's my...
See, to begin with, there I was thinking like, okay, that's filthy, but ASMR stream with you eating is like, so we can enjoy the sound of you choking. Like that took a U-turn.
Yeah,
Crunchy.
just kind of out of nowhere.
I'm not mad though.
Not yet.
13th, see it? A humble donation to the Botch Boys Fund from my humble apprentice's wages. Thank you very much, man. Lord of the Games, Bioshock 1 and 2 Remastered is only $20 each on Xbox One. Those were not bad games. Those were actually fairly good games. Though the whole horror vibe disappeared awfully quickly when I started shooting bees out of my fucking hands, but oh well. Lord of the Games, fun fact of the day, we all die alone. Hi, Hans.
Hi.
All around hands are lonely faces.
See? This is what I like about Lord of the Games. He says things that, taken completely isolated, would be kind of like mean, but then he ups the meanness by like 17 levels by like just 1 or 2 words. Like, we all die alone. Hello, Hans.
He does that. He's done that on my streams. He does it on your streams.
It's very artistic. I like it.
He's a little queer homosexual in disguise.
Periplant Missionary, the characters should contact Clan Scurvy for experienced sea rats, assuming they know of them. That's not a terrible idea, actually. Like, if you wanted a specific captain for specific things, you'd need to establish contact with them, but that's not a bad idea. Doing river ratty raidy shit.
I can believe it.
The Real Holtonator, hi Arch, why is your watching to like rate so abysmal? Oh, it's not abysmal, trust me. That is just normal. Like, you can look at any of my usual videos, you can see the views and the likes, and you're lucky if you have like a 10-1. Like, that's good. That's very good.
Yes. Honestly, the big thing is getting people to click, getting people to watch, and then if you can, get them to like and then do comments. If you really want to support a content creator, a small one, a big one, or whatever, and you don't have money, honestly, the easiest way to do that, even if you decide to use AdBlock, watch the full length of the video, hit the like button, and leave a comment and just say algorithm or something stupid if you can't even come up with something. Because honestly, that does more help than you'd think. And that's completely free to do. Well, not free. It takes like, 15 seconds, so it costs a little bit of time.
Yes, it does help quite a lot. There's a reason why all of the big YouTubers tell you to, like and subscribe, etc.
Yep. Subscriptions, views, likes, and comments, any sort of interactivity with anything, whether it's, whatever. I mean, we don't know about the like thing, like to dislike thing. That's the weird thing, because that's the weird thing. Like, I think they're the same, but...
Arch must say smash the like button. It's a little too cringe.
How about lick it?
You don't know.
Lick it
Lick it is
sensually.
fine. Lick it is fine. You may lick the like button, but you may not smash it. Like, that's dirty.
No.
Lick the tip
You have a
of the
little
like button.
animation though.
I do have a little
That's-
animation, but it doesn't say smash the like button.
I mean, I could make it say smash the like
Just
You
button
go.
can
if
also
you
make
want.
it say lick the like
We need a
button.
little
I
tongue,
could.
a little tongue
I
that
could.
licks the
I mean,
like.
I thought that the little arch
It licks the
like
thumb,
pointer
Disco.
was. Yeah.
Yes, Disco. Don't. That's a
I'll
great
do that
idea.
for your channel.
Like it licks the thumb a little, and then it takes it
do
into its
that
mouth
for
and
your
goes,
channel.
and then bites it
With
off.
sound effects. Like
Yeah.
really sound effect, yeah. Oh.
I mean, I could.
I mean,
don't know
Bastard
why,
Beast, it's
but I
pointless
could.
to leave comments on that person's channel. Number one, like, support the channel. Number two, I've already heard that they're mass deleting all the negative feedback anyways. If you honestly want to hurt a channel the most, simply ignore it. Don't click on it, don't view it, don't hit a like, don't hit dislike, just simply ignore it.
But if you must watch it, to ratio Disney, for example, definitely thumbs down. But no comment. Don't comment. Thumbs down. Didn't like it. No reason. I don't like it. Don't like it. It's trash. It's trash.
It is.
Like the awful new Cowboy Bebop Netflix trailer, which just takes every opportunity to heighten how different and bad it is. Like, there's a running scene in the intro where you see Spike running, and he's really fast and energetic, like he's running away from something, like bullets shooting around him. And then you see the live action version of the guy who's like 50, running super slow, like. And you're like, oh, why did you do that? Speed him up or something. Like, fucking movie trick it.
Make the thing do the thing.
Like, you're just heightening the fact that you have an infirm person playing this guy now, but... David O'Donovan says, Old Irish rebel tactic, apparently, loading a lantern via rope down a cliff edge to look like a lighthouse marker to misdirect ships into the rocks. That's cruel.
Only the Irish can come up with such terribleness.
It would have to be one fuck of a lantern, too, though, for people to mistake the lantern for a lighthouse beacon.
Yeah, I feel like that's mostly on the captains.
Petty Planter Missionary Clan Scurvy could give bonuses to raiding rolls. They could. They could, maybe.
Assuming we paid them enough.
Assuming you paid him enough. Like 1917, Disco needs to finish building her rat army. She still needs ketchup, mustard, relish, hot sauce, sauerkraut, soy sauce, and teriyaki.
I mean, you're still missing a few sauces there. This is not an easy quest.
I guess
He's got to
You
be the
need to
very
start
best.
buying
I
new
could have a
pets,
whole bunch of pets.
The amount of sauces we need to collect is every type of sauce in
Just gonna
existence.
have a whole horde of pet rats.
Disco. Just a menagerie.
We got Worcestershire, Buffalo. There's so many, and you're not even thinking about the various types of other mustards and Dijons. My God, we'll be doing this forever.
We will, but such is our fate.
This is where I really trigger chat, and I just have one of them that's not named a sauce.
What's that
Just one.
Scandinavian sauce they like a lot up there? Benens or whatever. Bernaise?
Banes.
I got it. That's the one. You forgot that one too. Every Scandinavian I know loves it. Bubbles loves it. Robin loves it.
Never heard of it.
I don't know
It's
if
pretty
Arch likes it.
disgusting, actually.
Arch is the one of the few that haven't. I think Bubbles puts it on his fries, if I remember right.
That's awful.
but Arch, I don't know what to think of that. Like, that maybe it's good because, like, Arch, you'll sometimes be like, if my peas touch my potatoes, it goes into dumpster.
I mean, why would you have peas in the first place?
Yeah.
You like
Stupid
peas? Ah,
No.
little heretics. What
There
about-
shouldn't be peas on my plate in the first place
Disco.
to touch the potatoes.
What about asparagus?
No.
I knew it. You're all savages.
Asperger's.
Asparagus with butter is great. Fried in a pan.
New River says, tie Kibbs to the main mast. Give him spotlight glass, make him drunk so he is friendly to everyone. Now he can teleport everyone across the continent. Just before you think about that, Carl, no, I will not allow you to climb a tall tree with a fucking set of binoculars to teleport people. Fuck you.
I'm doing it.
That would be one hell of a way to infiltrate Dev into weird places.
Dev, I
Like you
need
can
you
see
to.
inside the window of the castle, like poof.
I mean,
Yeah, because
realistically,
technically
yes.
all it says is line of sight.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
Here's the caveat with that, right? He's now deep behind enemy lines. It's a trade-off. And not only is he deep behind enemy lines, but I need to find him to teleport him back, or he needs to get out on his own.
What I should do is, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna give you a Where's Waldo puzzle, and you can't teleport him back before you've found Waldo.
Oh my god, yes, that'd be great. Have
That's when he gives
Bantar
him like a
draw it.
specifically like dumb-looking hat, so he can ID it from from a distance.
Like he wears a dodo on his head. And Art's like, you can't have him wear a dodo.
I would leave for some fucking confused guards, I imagine, too. Like, we saw a giant rat with a pink flamingo on his head. I don't understand that last part.
Like, oh my god.
The best part is he'll just look at them and say, "No one will believe you," and then jumps out the window.
No one will believe you. I mean, it's true.
And that's what we're trying to do to Vasily.
The Goof 171 can't expect much from Dev, not like we are paying him to be here. He
Wow.
did try a little bit more today.
Giving Dev easy outs. Good thing he's not here to hear that.
Black 1917, Hobbit, Dev, gonna Hobbit. Vile. New
How
River,
many dinners did he
it's
have today?
3, probably.
We didn't ask.
Dasco to the Rasco. Get it?
New River says it's not a buggy software, it's ticket-rich product.
Interesting.
It's what do you call like insect zoos? It would be one of those. The real Holsteinator, Arch, we're too autistic to get jokes. You're
That's
just
true.
autistic enough. Andrew Apollo sends a picture of 3 hippos, 3 Kyles floating in the water. Overweight and happy. David O'Donovan, Tau Tow captured ships to a shoreline or your port. Just close the captured ship's sails, keep the anchor raised, and use 1 rat to steer the rudder. Theoretically possible, but towing a ship in stream would be difficult, and you would draw attention as well. Plus, this is not like the open water, this is a river, so if that thing starts moving in the wrong direction, you could fuck up both ships.
Yep.
Maranga 2, I carry the banner for Gondor. Gondor.
Ah.
Soon, Lord of the Rings TV show. Ha 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 ha. New River, the anti-pirate man plays as pirate. What the irony. Ah, Kyle, you betrayed everything you stand for. Kyle gasps in surprise as he
Quiet,
realizes
woman.
that he has become the enemy.
He's like, I'm not a woman.
David O'Donovan says Disco gets to make 2020 toilet paper. Disco gets to make toilet paper. Why not?
Didn't make toilet paper. We found it on the boat.
She is a woman. This is her duty as the housewife. Make toilet paper, woman.
What? Why would making toilet paper
It's
be?
cheaper than buying it.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the games. Dark Whispers say hello. We've been trying to reach you about extending your car insurance. Our records show that yours will expire soon. Please give us your credit card information and we will begin the process. Thank you.
Hello, I am a Nigerian rat prince that needs your help.
All I need you to do is send me a little bit of money and I'll give you millions. A lot of the games. If the ship is alive, can Hans intimidate it?
Technically,
He'd probably try.
Theoretically.
I fucking do it.
Be one hell of a roll.
Rosa 1. Stop.
Ship cowers in fear.
That's weird. I didn't know what fear felt like, but now I do.
The more you know.
Oh, got him. I swallowed my own tongue. Kyle, help me. Dying.
Oh god, he's as bad as Kyle.
Very understandable for someone who swallowed their tongue.
Lord of the Gay says, can it be canon the dev is a special needs rat to help explain why he does not talk like a normal Skaven? Plus explain his retarded strength.
Don't give him an out.
I mean, the thing is, if we're talking strength, I think Gnarl is the strongest character, stat-wise.
Yeah,
More
you are.
retard strength.
Like, Gnarl has retard strength. Not the most
I do
retard
like the
strength.
idea of Dev being a special needs rat, though. He speaks proper, and all the other rats are just confused. Like, what?
We use Dev to talk to normal humans because he sounds like them.
Dev should die.
David
for
O'Donovan,
sins.
skittle leap a fire ship in front of the ghost ship. Plans.
Wait, how much
probably
XP do
enforce
we get?
a tonnage limit on that.
200.
What? Kyle,
How did I forget
answer
that?
that question, you dirtbag.
2525. Fuck.
Desert Hamster asks, hi all, Disco. How are kitties' tails and ears?
Go away.
They're
We might
doing
have
just
any-
fine, Desert Hamster. Would you like some? He's like, yes.
You can have Kyle's ears.
Desert Hamster wants Disco's cats, specifically their ears and their tails.
Degenerate.
They're the fluffy and kawaii parts.
This stems from when he first asked, like, I need to make cat girl. I only need ears and tails, though. So he's just trying
Give
to
these
get
parts
some.
specifically.
Yeah, he's just getting the 2 specific parts he needs.
Oh god, I remember my grandparents' cat had its tail chopped off in a
Oh
no
no!
shit wood log accident,
Why
and he
would
was
you
so
tell us
fucking
this?
derp afterwards.
He's like,
I can
"Durr."
imagine.
Like he had just this
Retarded
little stump, and he
kitty.
tried to use it to balance, and he walked like he was drunk 24/7. Like, kitty hate what?
Why would you tell us this?
Good. Hopefully, mini kitties will be tailless soon.
It was so confused because he couldn't balance properly. Poor kitty.
Good, good. I bet it was very funny to watch.
Ah.
Arches of
Another
Venus.
acquaintance's cat apparently got its private parts caught in the door at one point. That was
Okay.
unfortunate for it.
That's a step too far.
Oh, that's a step too far.
Gibbs the one who's like, yes,
Like,
dead
ha, ha,
dog.
ha, tail, ha ha ha, dead dogs. Oh no, not private parts caught in the
Private
door.
parts are a step too far. If we kill our animals, we do it with a little bit of, dignity.
Oh,
This
the
was
cat
like
didn't
wearing
die.
always
the
do
dead
them.
dog's head. Like, what?
It just got renamed to One Stone.
Kitty, no. He's like, kitty testicle gone. Neuter kitty.
Yorozuya says, I have come to hear Disco Nyan. Pet the Disco.
She does on our
Yeah.
channel. She does it quite frequently. Oh, she's
I've
doing it here.
seen Nyans. Yorozuya also says, Disco, please say itty bitty breaststroke are fine.
What?
Say it. Disco.
Degenerate. Degenerate.
Itty bitty breaststroke are fine.
There you go. You got Kyle.
Basically
Say
a
it
woman.
faster. No,
That's probably not what you wanted, but
no. It's like when they get kibby noises instead of kitty noises. Black 1917
It's like,
fucking wigs
no.
out. He's like, no,
that's awful.
gay."
Never make a kibby noise on my channel. That's disgusting.
I already did today.
Kibby noises.
L'Oreal even commented on it. I was like, yes.
Barbarians are us. Disco, no strong like Gracie and Black Rat, cause she no eat her grains. Poor sad noodle-armed sniper.
Have you know there's a comic somewhere of my rat being incredibly strong and
We
helping.
need that updated with little noodly arms.
I think
Just
that
rolls around on the
actually
deck,
is.
reaching for the trigger.
We're just like, I had a pin.
It's flopping there.
Black 1917 just starts listing other sauces: barbecue sauce, fish sauce, steak sauce, honey mustard, ranch, Thousand Island, sour cream, coleslaw, and butter. Is butter a sauce, though?
Is coleslaw even a sauce?
Butter can be a recipe into a sauce, and coleslaw sauce is a sauce.
So it's a sauce that tastes like coleslaw.
Well, coleslaw sauce.
Kyle the overweight weighs in and goes, actually, I know these sauces.
Actually, I know that because I took cooking, and one of the dishes we used coleslaw sauce. Sauce.
Sauce.
Sauce.
Damn, they use swabs. I mean, I
It was like
know
pulled
they're not
pork
good for
recipe.
much, but
First, you put the Slav in the grinder, then you hit the button. Don't mind the screaming.
Adds texture.
Angry Slav noises. Mechanicus on duty says, listening to Kyle criticizing Arch for being gentlemanly and not horrible is why Kyle remains tinier than Arch's tertiary channel. Oh, shots fired.
I'm sure that's the real reason.
The real reason is...
I
he's
really
just
wish it
not as
was.
charming.
It's be such an easy thing to fix then. Sadly, it's not. Archman's brain just sort of farted and died.
Deconstruction Gaming says, finally time to support my favorite rats and their magical talking cat. Keep it up and stay strong, Arch. Rat power. Rat power.
See, Arch didn't originally ask for the cat in there. We just kind of put it in there.
It is a kitty.
But it was worth it.
It exists there now. It will always exist there now, unfortunately.
This is what you get.
David O'Donovan, get Dev to sneak with a barrel of gunpowder bomb tied to the ghost ship outside. Cover in a wax to waterproof 2020 toilet paper was a fancy silk joke. Better yet, tie a gunpowder barrel to Dev, then teleport Dev onto pirate ship.
Now
Problem.
who's the one who's prescribing designators for the ship?
And at the end, Lord of the Gay says, Arch choking was enjoyable. You are weird.
Oh, that's the weird thing.
That's the weird. That's the one that was
That's
straw
the
in the
one
camel's
that's
back.
weird.
That is indeed the weird thing. And no one can argue the opposite. Oh, a couple of Streamlab ones as well. In fact, fuck NSW Gestapo. Fuck the power-hungry NSW and Victoria Gestapo for the COVID lockdown enforcement and shooting protesters. I hope they'll get doxxed and tarred and feathered at Nuremberg 2.0. The judges engaged in political prosecution deserve the same treatment. To be fair, they were shooting them with just rubber bullets as they were running away, and that's very Australian, isn't it? Like, look, they're running away. Keep shooting.
See, that's a bit weird. It's like, okay, let's say there's a crowd encroaching on a detachment of little policey boys. Fuck Christ. It's like,
Policey boos.
okay, they don't want them to break through because whatever rhyme or reason. All right, just pew pew a few little rubber bullets. Now, be very careful because those things can kill people. Anything. There's no such thing as non-lethal. But the
It's just less lethal. Should be the more accurate term.
yes. But it's like, okay, they're running away now. Good job, you succeeded. Why are you
have
still
achieved
shooting?
your objective. Stop
What
shooting.
are you doing?
If anything, it just sounds like they're undisciplined. Is honestly what it sounds like.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like they're like, this feels good.
It really does. Like, I will go to considerable lengths to defend the actions of riot police for the simple reason
just their job.
that riot police is a fucking hard job.
I wouldn't.
Oh, I would not want to be a riot police officer. Fuck no.
Some of them
no,
aren't even
it
like
isn't.
proper riot police officers. They're just police officers they put in riot uniforms and like, all right, good luck, buddy. It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
No.
And in situations like that, you often have to act with what seems like excessive force.
Because you need to basically instill into the group not to do it, not just that
Yes.
individual.
And you also need to put your own safety first. Like, the reason why during riots they'll pepper spray people and tackle them, like proper tackle them, put them in handcuffs, is because that way he is not a danger to the officers anymore. And the way you get controlled officers that carry out the minimal amount of force, those are the officers that feel safe. See, that's the thing. They need to be able to feel safe first and foremost because that allows them to use the minimal amount of force necessary. Now, yes, it'll look brutal, but again, humans aren't that brittle. They'll survive getting tackled to the ground, etc.
Assuming they're not old.
Yeah, what they're doing in Australia is fucking far beyond that. Again, you see a firing line of people firing beanbag or rubber bullet ammunition into the backs of fleeing protesters. Like, that is not an anti-riot action. That is not an enforcement action. That's just sadism.
Yeah, you don't fire on people that are running away. Because like they've given up. They're broken. They're leaving. You don't need
Yes,
to shoot rubber bullets at them, because thing is, rubber, like, all you're doing is, that's the risk of like potentially killing somebody, because rubber
Well,
bullets.
not to mention, it's
can
like
still
after,
kill
like you
people.
said, like if they get hurt, like they could actually sue the department.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, have you seen that one picture of the like autopsy report about like somebody got hit in the head with one of the gas canisters and went through their skull? They're dead as fuck.
Yeah, no, that was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you got to be careful, because like those.
Like, if anything, that's more I would more in like it's the officers is who I would question at that point, because like the individual like police, it's like they're just doing their job at that point, but the officers there who are basically saying, yeah, do this still.
I don't know about that. Like, all I remember is just seeing that, and that was during when riots were pretty bad. But they weren't about.
No, I'm
COVID
referring to
back
the
then.
incident Archer's talking about.
Oh, that okay.
Where there's
Also,
specifically
the
the-
Australian police uses far too much unnecessary force too. Like there are so many. There was one I saw today where they were talking to a guy because he wasn't wearing a mask. So there's two officers in front of this guy. He's not making any threatening moves. He doesn't seem to be aggressive or anything. And a third officer comes up behind him, grabs him, throws him around, and tosses him into the ground so hard you see the shades bounce off his head. Like that was incredibly unnecessary.
Have you seen the one where
Australian fucking police are awful.
where there's a bunch of people
and the
they're, like,
U.S.
pushed
police get
against
shit.
to,
To be fair, some of them deserve it.
next to a building, and there's a guy on the ground who has his hands. He's putting his hands behind his back, and the police officer takes his rifle. I'm not sure, like probably rubber bullet gun or something, or maybe pepper spray gun or pepper gun. But he takes his rifle and then starts using the butt of it to beat him in the back with it. It's like his hands are behind his back. He's waiting for you to cuff him. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, it's really bad. I cannot fucking believe what the whole COVID thing has done to our society. It's genuinely disturbing.
I mean,
It really is.
if it was at this point like the way it is now, I think it was, we just didn't see it. How bad it was.
Oh no, some people
thing
have
is,
jumped at the opportunity.
The issue is, at this point, a lot of people are just saying, yes, authoritarian measures are completely fine.
But that's
There
not
are a
either.
lot of petty tyrants on social media who are encouraging this shit. Like, the moment the Australian police went to the first person's house to be like, hey, you wrote something on social media, there should have been an outcry about that. Like, no, you're the fucking police. You don't go to somebody's house for their Twitter history. Fuck off. But it didn't happen, and so it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Unironically, I have come to believe that we are living in the twilight of the golden age of democracy. Like, we are seeing the end of this absolute golden era we have had.
I don't really have that same view set that you do.
Like, think of all the freedoms we've lost. Like, we have lost so much freedom, so much freedom of expression, so much ability to say whatever the
In the
fuck
name
we
of
want.
security.
In some
Yep,
places, they
but
can't
the
even
thing
go
is,
into
that was
shops
beginning-
without showing ID now.
That was beginning during the War on Terror. Like, that's when it really started. The whole suppression of those things has been in the works, maybe even longer than that. But that's when I did research on that stuff. That's when you start to see it. The War on Terror is like the beginning.
It started, of course. Everything has a starting point, but that's why, like, we are in the waning years now of democracy, of this golden
you need to say it
age.
like, we're in the waning years of the Republic.
Hell, we fucking are.
It's like, oh my god.
Though, who knows? It'll be interesting to see the audit in the Arizona county, whatever the fuck it was called, proved massive voter irregularity. So hopefully that'll be enough for people to at least make the next election safe. Because as much as I hate to say it, the US is the center of the world still. What it does affects all of us, and it affects us poorly. When there's a senile old man in there going, we need to ban horses at the border. Why, old man?
Oh god.
They chased down the illegal immigrants.
They did their job.
You're right. They should use trucks next time.
Like, that'll be way safer for the immigrants too. Just a 4-wheel truck, like, oh shit.
It's like
I'm
these
sure there's
kangaroo
many
courts.
Blackwater drivers that'd be like, I'd like to get a job as border agent now.
I mean,
I
the
was like, holy shit, we
politicized,
get to use cars.
like the politicized court system, like fuck, like George Floyd, that was the big one, where it's like this trial's a sham, like it's a kangaroo court, like the whole thing is fucking farce to hell.
Well, that was the thing as well. Did they not have it that if he had been found not
The
guilty,
Fed was going to
the
go
Fed
after
was
him
gonna
after.
they were no, not after, they were gonna arrest him in the courtroom. They had plans.
federal agents waiting outside the
There
courtroom.
was no,
He wasn't gonna
there
walk
was
out
no
there.
justice. No, yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
never
bad.
gonna happen. He was never gonna walk out there.
Our system is so absolutely borkarood. Oh well. But I can't focus
Oh,
on the
well.
sad. You gotta focus on the good. Like video games.
Yeah.
Don't look at
It'll
anything,
be
Chat.
real nice under China.
Yeah,
Like when
a
China
nice-
takes over, we'll have games like Genshin Impact, and we can have waifus again.
They won't. We'll get to play it
You're
for an
forgetting the
hour.
fact we can only play it for 3 hours a week, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm an adult.
Ooh,
I'm fine.
by then it'll
Oh,
only
you
be
get
30
4
minutes. But
You get an extra hour. Well done.
And
Al.
it'll allow me to be really smug towards the lower generation too, like, you're not allowed to play
Stupid
video
teenagers, I
games."
can play for 8 hours a week. You can only play for 2.
see, guys, it's not that bad. Chat's like, oh my
Uh,
god.
Changing into an even better tangent. Looking at the claw leader trappings, would you say that I meet all those?
Good man would like.
Because I have the light armor, I have the hand weapon, I have the shield. Same with the tokens, and it's like the followers. That's the only thing we were kind of waiting on.
What we'll do is, I'll say that you meet the follower agreement once you've actually led like a unit into combat officially. Because, well,
Okay,
then
so-
just then that you're the officer and you get to meet all the requirements once you've done it once.
Yeah, because basically my idea is that since I'm, well, right now the Storm Vermin is basically be the claw leader. They always have special terms for the different groups. What is specifically the term for the scrolling up?
Okay.
core
I'm just gonna set up
units?
stuff, so I'm gonna use my fucking cover screen so I can.
Yes,
do
the
my
Fang
stuff.
leader of the Storm Vermin.
Yes.
Just for a sec.
Gang leader.
Hold on.
Another Streamlabs, fuck NSW Gestapo. The court engaged in political prosecution of lockdown protests are corrupt as hell and should be exposed in the court of public opinion. Use jury nullification and say not guilty at all charges because fuck the Gestapo and the Gestapo courts. I don't know enough about it to comment, but having seen Australia deserves everything it gets, it seems like. Bad country. Shameless result.
But why? Not good.
Yorozua, Arch give Disco a cracker to say itty bitty.
Itty bitty.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And Lord of the Games last one, isn't it interesting that once Australians gave up their guns, their government started to take away their rights?
To be fair, the emus were going to do that eventually.
Yes, the emus were going to impress them eventually.
Maybe no, that's the alliance that the Australian people need to make. They need to make overtures to the emus.
Yes. Emus, come, screw over our government.
Fine. The emus will rule the earth. They're the real New World Order, chat. The emus rise again.
Yes,
And-
the emus perpetuated the idea of the wizard people. No, it was the emus all along.
My god. Emu man. Strong.
Not even Alex Jones could have foreseen that.
He's like, what? They played me. They played me like a damn fiddle.
With all of that covered, then I'll wrap it up there. So thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you all again next week with the Archcast and the Skaven RP. Until then, have a good day.